Avast ahoy and g'day once again to ye mateys! I be your zestful and dynamic DM Josh the Pirate, and it brings me more satisfaction than beating three-time world Spoople champion Hans Yanderflug at a game of Spoople to welcome you back to Corsair's Curve and another ep in my Humblewood world for more of Monsters and Magic. I have with me my hearty crew, the bouncy Daria Surname Redacted, the bubbly Karen Schlink, and the breezy Brendan Ellis. So let's talk about these lovely folks, shall we? Is that breezy, Brendan?
Yeah, that's me bouncing along in the breeze.
I see. Well then, Brendan, can you tell me who the absolute heck you are?
Hello, I'm Brendan. I'm a actor, director, and sometimes a DM.
It's been known.
You have seen me here on Thursday nights for most of the last a million Thursdays, either being a player or for the last several weeks DMing as a cheeky little guest. We had technical issues last week, but we are going to wrap up Humblecraft this weekend on Sunday. Time TBD. So look forward to that. To Tali and gang. Definitely not getting murdered by cultists.
Hell yeah. Love not being murdered by cultists. I'm really looking forward to it.
You say that like us getting murdered by them is a possibility.
Hell yeah.
Who's next?
Just Zach. Thank you very much for the follow, you bloody champion. Avast, matey, you wee scallywag. Karen, who the absolute heck are you?
Slightly confused because the Zoom just froze and I just heard some disjointed words that confused me slightly. But other than that, I'm great. I'm Karen, otherwise known as the Mother of Bunnies. I'm performer and writer. You can follow me on Twitter, not calling it the other thing, at Mother O Bunnies. Or you can follow my Bella Cult Ego, Miss Lola Moore, over on Twitter. Or find me hanging out here playing too much Baldur's Gate and not doing things I should be doing. Productive things.
You say that like Baldur's Gate isn't something you should be doing. Baldur's Gate is absolutely something most people should be doing. No judgment on anybody who hasn't, but seriously, get on that shit. It's very fun. But if you are starting a new game, highly endorse just for successfully managing to play the game well. Take a charisma caster. Seriously, it'll help. And Daria Surname Redacted. Who the heck are you?
My name is Daria. I'm an artist. You can see my art on this channel and maybe elsewhere. I don't know where you look. Also, I play here. I play Julio. I'm also a local troglodyte, apparently. And I have some pizza, so my mood is pretty up there.
And Madame, Monsieur, Dame, Under Heron, and Beings of Indeterminate Gender and Persuasion. I be Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel, Corsair's Cove, where I run D&D and other RPG-related games with my lovely wife, Karen, the Mother of Bunnies, and all my splendid friends. Today, we will be going back into the Humblewood for the penultimate episode of Season 4 of Humblewood of Monsters and Magic. It's insane. This is actually the longest running campaign within the Humblewood world now at this point. Yes, we will be back on Monday night for some more Midnight and Madness, the other Humblewood campaign that we have going on, where the guys have gotten to the bone grinder, and it's really nice. It's surprisingly nice. It's suspiciously nice. Then they got turned into tiny animals, and that was even more suspiciously nice. Tuesday night, Karen and I will probably be back for some more Baldur's Gate 3 because we can't get enough of that. It literally can't. It's really difficult. It's actually causing a significant problem in my life and relationships with other humans. And on Sunday night, special event, as Brendan noted, either 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. AWST. We are not sure what. Keep your eyes on our exclamation mark Discord, sneaky Discord plug there, for when we will be going live with that. We will get to the end, to the bottom of what's going on down in Marshview. Was it Marshview?
Marshview, that's correct.
Yes. With some maybe cultists and a perhaps lighthouse maybe. Going to be super fun. I need also to remind our spirited, sprightly, and possibly even sparkling audience to please like, follow, and subscribe to all the things. We have all the socials, you bloody champions. We have the YouTube as well. And we have a second little YouTube channel for a shorts stuff. I am in the process of writing some more Conan reviews. I wrote Conan the Reviews the Bard yesterday evening, and it's very, very silly. Karen, could you tell us about the Ukraine, please?
I can, Josh. You may have heard about what's going on in the Ukraine over the last year and a half, and it's been crap. So if you would like to try and in some small way help a Ukrainian's life be less shit, you can donate via the link in chat. It is the Emergency Action Appeal. It's an Australian-based accumulation of charities and not-for-profits who are trying to help Ukrainian refugees from the war. So if you do have some spare money, it's just burning a hole in your wallet, you can follow the link, pick your charity, and donate away. And we will think you're awesome.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I need to point out also, guys, we are 2 followers away from 750, which is our next follower goal. So if we get there, the party all get inspiration. And seeing as they are heading into something of a tiny little boss fight, that might be really handy. And I'm wondering if people are doing that thing that they like to do when I've declared that this is the reward, they're unsubscribing so that they can be the person that gets us there. And if you are, please stop, because it means we keep getting to 47, 48 and then going down again.
It's like really stressful.
We've gotten to 48 3 times. And like people keep unfollowing. Why are you doing this to us? It's very
Is it all the Baldur's Gate? We promise we'll stop eventually.
I don't believe it is.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Currently, there are over 3,000 people watching Baldur's Gate on Twitch, and only about 250 watching D&D. So I don't think it's the Baldur's Gate stuff. Unless our D&D followers hate Baldur's Gate with a passion, but it seems like a weird thing for them to have an issue with. Guys, we need a bit of a recap.
And look, from a writing perspective, it's like...
It's very solidly written.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
And that is something we very much look for. There's a couple of characters that are like, oh, I actually loathe you, but for a very good reason. Yeah, why are you playing D&D on a Baldur's Gate channel? Exactly, Bishop Bud. We also need to say hi to some of our lovely friends. Oh, but really well.
Lae'zel shits me 99% of the time, and then every now and again she'll come out with something so savage.
Singers, yeah.
That it's amazing. I think the... Oh God, what did she say? I'm sure Gale is seductive as he is succinct.
Yes. Not at all.
Died.
Cool. All right. So, I think, seeing as it's been a hot minute, what the absolute heck happened last time, guys?
Amazing question. Such a good question that I would wonder myself, but I already know, so I don't have to wonder. So the thing is, it's fresh in my mind, like it happened yesterday, not 3 weeks ago. We came back from the life plane.
Yes.
We came back. We brought so last time actually we sealed the deal. I don't know why I'm doing this. We sealed the deal with the flowers because apparently they are very unfortunately conscious and have intelligence and have their own choices. So we can't just kill them. So we have to kind of like find a way to talk to them, I guess. And we did. So the flower that we found, he's like, oh, dying? Fog, okay. The problem is I kind of want some kids. I want to fuck before I go. And we're like, fair point. We're gonna find another flower to get your rocks off. And we did. So we took some cross-pollination stuff. We made some little babies. We made some seeds. I think we have like 11 seeds. I don't remember.
Because I recall 6.
Maybe 6 numbers. I don't know them. We took the seeds. We killed the guy. We planted one of the seeds where he left and watered it with the special water from the plane, so it should take. And we took the 5 seeds we have and the flower itself that we need for the ritual to save Ereq's mom with us back to material plane. When we came back to the And as well, when we were camping out last night on the life plane, the plane was like, Ereq, actually, you're not that much of a bitch. You're okay. And Ereq is like, wowee, yippee. And that was pretty good. And then we came to the material plane, and there was a little girl, a little child. As a good party, naturally, our first instinct is to kill her. But we said, hang on a minute, let's talk to her, let's see what she.
Oh, you muted yourself.
How far? How long ago?
Oh no, only just
Half a sentence.
sweet.
like half a sentence.
I thought my earbuds had broken.
Just
No.
in time for me to correct you that she wasn't a little child, she was a fully grown woman.
Yeah.
No,
Young
she wasn't. She was a little toddler.
Young woman. No, she was
Young
sort of-
woman.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
a young
fine.
toddler.
Young lady.
Julio's
Late
age.
late teens, early 20s, that sort of
Late
definitely an adult.
Okay, sure. She's a teen Mapatch, and
Yeah.
she's there helping out the guy who looks over this old church. I forgot his name.
Churchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy.
That's his name, Churchy.
No, it's not. Shut the
It's
fuck
really
up.
not.
His name is Old Man
the
version
name,
of
DM?
Julio.
I'm
And
scrolling,
you?
I'm scrolling.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh wow. No.
Carry
one
on.
knows, huh?
You keep giving...
Pretty sure my notes
Okay.
about this are in my other book.
Okay.
Okay.
So, she's helping him look after the church
Shyax.
because shit's
Shyax.
Shyax. Mhm.
Ajax. Can't
Yes.
believe you didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all knew that was a test for
Shyax,
Josh.
light bearer.
Yes.
Yeah, good
And-
buddy. Yeah, we like him.
We know
Love
him.
him. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What was the girl's name,
So
Daria?
anyway. Lucy.
Not even close. All right.
Okay. So,
Mihai.
moving swiftly on. Huh?
Mihai.
Nehai.
No, that
Sure,
might be why
that's
you'd
a
forgotten
name.
why you thought it was a child. It was not knee high, Mihai. Mihai
I
Stonescu.
see. I thought it's yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we come back. She's like, "Oh, y'all back? That's cool. Shit is very bad around here, and the voting is tomorrow." And we're like, "Well, we better then hurry the fuck up then." And we leave. And we go to where Ereq's mom is on the deathbed, which they brought an actual bed with them. They're like, this is our special bed, not the IKEA bullshit we have apparently in our religious temple. Kind of offensive, but okay. I put a lot of work into decorating that place.
The IKEA
And,
shit that the older heart literally grew itself out of.
Plants.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So we start doing the ritual. Ereq slaps his friend Artificer across the cheeks. Get yourself together, woman. And says, come up with shit to bring my mom back or I kill you. Maybe. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was
no, that was
Words
persuasive.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I guess I'll make an educated little guessy. And she did. And the position we were taking on the bed is as such. There's a very long stem that we have sharpened to a surgical point. Ereq is holding
This was the
the
Winter Blossom.
Yeah.
yes, the winter blossom. Ereq
one that we
is
murdered.
holding the shaft, the thick shaft, with his little hands, and Julio
Ereq
is
wants
guiding
to
the
do.
tip into Eric's mom, and we successfully entered.
Penetrated Eric.
You didn't.
Yes.
There was no penetration. It was like a magnet. You couldn't actually get it. It was like two opposing poles, so there was
Let's
a
agree
space.
to disagree.
I hate it when that
entered
happens.
Eric's mom,
Yeah.
and it was so magical and impressive that her soul just left her body. But oops, it was not her soul. It was actually a creature from the death plane that was like sucking on her all this time. And it looks like a big overgrown frog. And what we have here is all of us still inside Eric's mom looking at the frog. The frog is looking at us, and I feel like we're gonna fight it. Unless
I mean,
it was
not
to watch.
inside my
I'm
mum.
down.
Broadly speaking, accurate. Brendan is correct that you guys are not inside his mum.
We're
let's
inside
agree to
a
disagree.
magic circle that Cash
I
has been
think-
waiting about 10 sessions to make.
I think it's all up to for interpretation. I think I'm inside Ereq's mom.
Okay, so Julio is inside Eric's mum. Everybody else is inside a magic circle. With the thing that was till recently inside Eric's mum.
Get out of there.
I'm not done
Everybody
yet.
get out of Eric's mum.
August says, yes, please don't finish in my wife.
Please vacate my mother.
Get out. Bats you with a rolled up newspaper.
Ow, ow, ow.
Stop it.
Horny little jet beans. Yes, it is in a magic circle. It is this large black frog-like creature. It's about 8 feet tall with glassy white eyes and grey mottled skin, which feature thick, bony spikes at the wrist and knees, as well as down its head and spine. It looks around while it studies the squishy little mortals within the circle with it, and a mottled grey tongue licks its chapped and scabby lips as it flexes its claws, grave air gusting coolly from its nostrils. So you guys are in the circle with the thing. The bed has just been whipped out of the circle so that the injured party is no longer inside the circle with the thing that was literally eating it from the inside out. I think that was an excellent recap. Thank you very much.
Just before... Excellent recap. Okay. Just before we launch into it, can I just ask for clarification from Karen or from DM what the magic circle keeps inside of it, according to the spell?
Elementals.
Okay, great.
Yes, I believe I can kind of...
And you've inverted it so rather than keeping the things out, it will keep the thing in. It is 10
Yes,
feet
it is
tall. It is 10
Yes.
feet wide and 20 feet
20
tall.
feet tall.
Tube.
Yes, basically I've selected elementals. Well, I can choose one or more. So basically I can say like whoever. So
Yeah.
celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
You could also say fae and you could also say fae, fiends, undead, and elementals just
So
to
that
cover your
means-
bases.
So that means that Hope is also incapable of leaving the circle.
Technically.
Probably Ereq as well.
Okay.
Ereq can get in and out.
Okay.
Ereq
So
is mortal enough, but Hope would not be able to.
So, just to clarify, because Magic Circle is intended to contain you and protect you. So because we've reversed it, it says when you cast a spell, you can elect to cause its magic to operate in the reverse direction, preventing a creature of a specified type from leaving the cylinder and protecting targets outside it. If we're in the circle with it,
Then it's having no effect.
so it won't get disadvantage on its attack rolls?
Not while you're in the circle with it, no.
Okay,
But
cool.
you can leave the
guys.
circle.
But you
can
can
leave
Yeah,
leave
we
the
can,
circle.
we can get out of the circle.
Yeah.
So,
You can get out of the circle, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. If we get outside the circle, we can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by the contained creature, and it has disadvantage on attack rolls on us while we're outside the circle. So get out of the circle, yo.
Yeah.
Let's beat the crap out of it from a safe distance,
Noted. Alrighty. Well,
like the heroes we are.
I will quickly mention our wonderful affiliates, Wooten Forge. Wooten Forge Gaming Accessories are the creators of WA and possibly even the world's finest handcrafted wooden tabletop accessories. Check out these beautiful things, made of Australian and exotic hardwoods. They are all artisan quality and really, really beautiful things. Check them out at woodenforge.com/Corsairs Cove, and if you buy anything, we get a cheeky little kickback, you bloody champions. They do some incredible stuff over there. The latest thing is actually color printing on the wood itself. So when you get one of your dice keepers or something, you can get color images printed on the wood, and all sort of D&D themed stuff. There's dragons and unicorns and so forth. Very, very cool. Heartily endorse checking that shit out. And they are going to be sending us a couple of items to give away as part of our International Talk Like Josh the Pirate Day coming up in a couple of weeks. How hecking exciting. So, mateys, where am I? May chat buy you inspiration right when you need it, and all the cures to your mother's wasting illnesses not rely on interpalanar travel, as we head, tremulously at first, and then with mounting heat and passion, into the Humblewood. So, we return... Yes, you're allowed to buy inspirations for people, row. We return to the Older Heart and the temple grove grown within its bark, where the gang have just drawn a death elemental from inside Ereq's mum, using some pretty hardcore magic and a Winterblossom flower from the plane of life. And the nasty thing has just dropped to the ground inside of a magic circle. The party is also in the circle with the creature, and I think it's time for you guys to roll me some initiative.
Okay.
Let's go.
Just in terms of housekeeping, I do have Aura of Life going.
Yep,
And we're not using above VTT today.
we are.
We are.
Oh, we are. Okay, sweet.
Can you
Nice.
drag and drop your characters into the magic circle with the death elemental, please? It is there. I have popped our little maplet up on the stream so you can all see what's going on here. We have Area Shadowmolt in the bed. She's okay. Well, she's not dying anymore. And next to her is her husband, August. And then down in the bottom corner, there is her mother, Iari Shadowmolt, the matriarch of the Shadowmolt family, Ereq's grandmum, and a bit of a player in the game of politics in Alderheart. None of them are particularly combat-orientated folks, though Ereq is aware that Iari does know some basic healing magic.
How do we drop us in? Because I cannot seem to do it.
I may have to
it's
do
not
it
letting me
for
either.
you. Very well.
I think you might.
I shall do it.
It is being unhelpful.
So, we need an Ereq. Ereq will be here. There we are. We need a Julio. Julio, switch gear! And we need a Cash Glitterweave. There you are. All lovely inside the angry circle with the thing itself. How do we do? So we've got some initiatives. We've got a 25, a 23, and a 14. It's
Wow.
pretty bloody good.
I forgot that we're a Dexy party.
You are a Dexy party. Not a strengthy party, but a Dexy party.
So much dexterity, no strength.
Yes.
Like when Josh and I were
for
trapped in a
Cash.
burning building in Baldur's Gate, and none of our characters could lift a barrel.
Yeah, it was freaking irritating. And the Death Elemental got a 15. So it means it gets to go just before Ereq. Julio is second. Kesh is first, obviously. And can I get a couple of rolls in chat for August and Iari, who will not involve themselves until they think you might need it?
Oh, how kind of them.
Well, neither of them are particularly useful. August will probably get stuck in before Iari does, but as soon as they do, that sort of means they're part of the combat. Then the Elemental is on 15, and Ereq.
Yeah, as if the elemental will leave them alone.
Yeah.
Once it kills us. Yeah.
Yeah, well, exactly. Shanahos, can I get a D20 in chat, please, for August and or Iari? Come on, Bishop Blood. All right, Kesh, you are up first. A 7 from Shanahos for August, which means 8.
I like the tune.
Yes.
Some
this is
drum
a-
and bass in this Humblewood dish.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bishop Blood got a 19, which means Iari goes at turn 20. 20. Cool. Higher dice today, absolutely. So, Kesh, what do you do? This thing
I would
is
like to put
leering at you very aggressively. Hunter's Mark, you say? Is
Yes,
Magic
Hunter's
Circle... Magic Circle's not a concentration spell, is it?
I Magic Circle is not a concentration spell.
Excellent.
Protection from good and evil is a protection spell, which I
Which
had
was cast. But the evil and good is out of her now. So...
Yeah.
So I'm comfortable dropping that. I figure
Sure.
I've got bigger problems. So yeah,
Very
I'm
well.
going to drop that, and I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark
Cool, you do that.
on the creepy frog demon.
Creepy frog
Now-
demon
If I move away from it,
will get
it
an opportunity
attack
attack. Yes. If you're going to do that without disengaging first, I would endorse not casting it until after you move away from it. Because if it attacks you, it hits you, and causes you damage, you actually have to roll a con save to concentrate.
Ah, cool. You mean I actually remembered to do it at the beginning of my turn, and it was the one time...
it was not
that
actually
didn't matter if
necessarily
I,
the best idea.
done it at the end of my turn?
Well, if you're not going to disengage.
That's the whole action.
Yeah. Do you want to sacrifice
You
the
could
turning?
disengage and still use your bonus action to.
Oh, sure,
Hunter's
yeah.
Mark.
Okay. Cool. I will...
Or just maybe tank the damage. You've got quite a high AC, quite a lot of hit points. You'll be fine.
I'm pretty
You
sure
want-
this guy's a little bitch.
Yeah, it'll be nothing. Season finale fight. You'll be fine.
Oh, fine. I cast Hunter's Mark, and then I hit it with my short sword.
Oh, wow, you're not even...
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, fuck him up. Cool, love it.
Watch me miss. Oh, no. Okay. 24.
24 does hit.
Sweet. It takes 10 points plus 6 for Hunter's Mark. Very nice.
Wow,
Max
full
damage.
6. Nice.
Almost
16.
max damage, I do apologize. 16 points of damage, and hopefully it's mad now.
It was already pretty irritated with you, actually. Yeah, cool. Very nice. You have extra attack. You can do it twice.
Oh, of course I can. Silly me. Oh, I feel like an 11's not going to hit.
No, an 11 does not hit.
Cool. I hit it, and I'm so surprised that I hit it successfully that I missed the second time.
Kesh, where are you aiming? What does this look like?
I'm essentially bonking it on the head.
Okay,
but
so
with
you
a
just
sword.
you go to slash at its face,
How big is
and
it?
it's 8 feet tall. It's about twice Kesh's height. So
Okay, I don't bonk it on the head because I'll have to like yeet myself 4 feet in the air to do that. I'll go for the chest. I'll smack it in the chest.
It leers down at you, sort of reaches, like sort of hunched over at you. It stood up tall when it first appeared, but then it sort of reaches down towards you. That if you're looking for a basic facsimile of what it looks like and the way it stands and moves a little bit, you remember the Rancor from Star Wars? That sort of the slow, hunched, long, gangly limbs. That sort of vaguely its stance, and also not dissimilar in terms of physical appearance, just a bit smaller. Very long, gangly arms, and so as its face comes down towards you, its wide mouth, like leaking this grave scent at you, you slash across its face and catch one of its bony eye ridges, and the blade just scrapes along bone, and it rears back, which is why you miss with the follow-up swing. But you catch it a nasty one in the face, and it doesn't like it at all. Do you stay where you are, or do you not?
Well, if I move, it gets an attack of opportunity.
It does.
So...
However, it denies it its one reaction, like it only gets one reaction a turn.
Okay.
It
You know
has-
what? I will risk it because also if I back up, I can shoot it with my fang bow, which is my better weapon. So
Very well. Okay, so
I smack it in the face, miss with my second blow, and then weeble my way
Withdraw.
out of the magic circle.
weeble your way out. Very well. Kesh, I'm pretty sure it doesn't hit you.
Yay!
A 15 to hit.
Excellent. Where's my character sheet? Hang on. 16.
15.
15. Oh, yay. My armor
Nope.
class is 16, so no, it misses.
Glorious.
Woo.
Alrighty. Splendid. In which case, it is now Julio's turn. And Kesh,
Alright,
move
well-
yourself out of the circle.
Time to shank.
Time to
Time
shank.
to shank. Time to shank. Okay.
Shankin, shankin, shankin.
Okay, let's just do a Susan variable dagger.
Yeah.
Oh,
What manner
natural
of it?
one.
What manner of damage is it set to? What color is the blade?
Oh shit. I have two options there: radiant and necrotic. Radiant,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, just
For
wanted to make sure.
But
Just
I
wanted to make
also
sure.
didn't hit,
Yeah. No, you did not.
so
No.
that's cool. So I'm gonna do my rapier attack. Hoya!
Yeah.
Ha!
This is the
Okay. 18.
an 18 is the AC.
Whew. Okay, we got it. Okay, so that means I can stack my sneak attack at least. That's good.
Yes.
This is a normal weapon, so it's
Yes.
gonna be pretty ass, but you know, it is what it is.
14 plus. Sorry, 11 plus another 11.
22.
Nice.
So 11
22.
probably, right?
I mean, you don't know that.
I don't know that, but yeah. Now I can move out of its range for free,
Yes.
and I do that. I go bye bye,
Smart.
bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Where do you
That's
go?
it.
Heading up the stairs.
To the
Very well.
steps.
Cool. It's now Iari's turn. Iari's like, Ereq, get out of there. But makes no further action because no one's hurt yet, except her daughter, who she moves over to sort of check on. Yeah, August takes a bit of nudging to get him to move out of the way, and she is applying a bandage to Aria's chest. Because obviously she was slashed up and leaking a lot of blood. Those injuries have not gone, but they are not now infected, as it were. Very well. That is next is the elemental itself. Denied its primary prey, it's going to try and eat Ereq. So it's going to make 3 multi-attack attacks. So let's roll them bones. An 18 to hit for the first.
I'm pretty sure that hits me. It does.
And a 10 and a 27 for the 2 claw attacks.
Yeah, the 10 does not.
The 10 does not, no. However, that means quite a bit of damage. Do you do anything to stop this?
What's the first attack?
The first is its bite, and then it will claw at you. The mouth hinges open almost impossibly wide. It reaches out to grasp at you with its claws afterwards.
I'm going to put my hands up, and the quills kind of flip around and form a spiky shield.
Hell yeah.
Shield.
Alrighty, so the first attack will do this amount of damage.
I'm going to cast it at 2nd level.
Nice. 8 piercing and a further 8 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Minus how much?
So this would be 2 d8s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
10.
10?
You stop all of the stop all the piercing, but the necrotic will get through.
And what was the necrotic again? Sorry.
It's 6 remaining necrotic.
Okay, great.
And then the claw, and it lasts for the whole turn, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until my next turn.
Yeah. The claws will do a different kind of dice. That one. Well, that's not as good. 7 necrotic and 7 slashing damage.
Okay. I got a 15, so I negate all of the slashing.
Yep. And I'll allow you to negate half the necrotic.
Ooh.
Like, I will round down the necrotic. Because it's coming from the claws. So it kind of makes sense. It's not a spell. So
is
yeah.
that down to 3?
Down to 3 necrotic. Yep.
Great.
And
I'm
yeah,
okay.
you rebound quite a bit of the damage back upon it, do you not? So
Let me roll a saving throw to see if I keep my spell up.
Aha. What spell had you cast?
I had cast my Aura of Life thing.
Ah, that's right. Looks like.
Yeah. 18 on the first, and I have to save twice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Cool. Then that is its turn done. And it is Eric's turn. And then it goes
Yeah.
off that.
Okay. I am going to. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to use my action to. I think Hope was probably already out, but I'm going to use an action to make her kind of inflame.
Sure. In the circle or outside of the circle?
Well, she would have already been out, and
Yep.
she would have been inside of the circle.
Yep.
So yeah, she just becomes battle ready where she is. And I'm going to use my bonus action to activate the Shadow Malt's shield.
Yep.
So that floats around me.
Cool.
I am going to try to leave the circle, see what happens.
Yep.
Is there a way that I can leave the circle without leaving range of the death elemental first?
Not really.
Okay, that's fine. I will try to go back here then.
Okay. It will make its opportunity attack against you.
Yeah.
That should do it. A 21.
Yeah, that hits.
This will be a claw attack.
Okay.
That's a bit better for me. That is 9 necrotic and 14 slashing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, it's not going to do much, but I'm going to do a first level Spiny Shield.
Yeah.
Which will last until my next turn, so that's something.
Yep.
Great. Okay, numbers. Great. I negate 3.
Well, you rebound 3 as well.
Yes. And so what was the total?
14 plus 7. No, plus 9. 23. So down to 20.
23. Okay. After the first set of attacks, everyone would have seen Ereq take a lot of damage and be a bit cocky, and then turn to leave, and then get one across the back, and kind of stumble out of the circle.
Yes, absolutely.
And Hope will fly up as high as she can within the containment of this circle.
Yeah, 20 feet up.
Great.
Cool. She does that. Excellent. August moves to stand basically at the foot of the bed, but not within range of the elemental, and brandishes a long knife. It's not even really a sword. It would mechanically is a sword, but it's really a long knife, and he is just trying to protect his wife as much as possible. Ro has redeemed an inspiration for Ereq. Thank you very much, Ro. You've got to have somebody to spend those points on. Let's have the DM. Let's have that one up there. And hey, Crispy Crunch, how are you, mate? I understand Crispin is having a really good day, and I'm glad to hear it. So back to the top of the order. It's Kesh. Kesh, what do you do?
Well, now I'm safely out of the circle. I am going to cast Slayer's Prey on this thing.
Nice.
Get my double down going, and then I'm
Hell
going to
yeah.
shoot it with my
Fire or
wonder.
necrotic?
Oh, definitely fire.
Okay.
We're going to burn this bad boy. Hopefully.
Yep.
Touch wood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I hit it.
You do hit it.
Oh, I thought it was a 1. No, it was a 7. Okay, that's great. So 14, and then we get 2 6s for Hunter's Mark and Slayer's Prey.
Hell yeah.
Which does 8 damage.
Total of 8. So 22.
22. And then because I am badass boss bitch, I get to shoot it again.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Is a 14 gonna hit?
Does not. No.
Ah,
Kesh,
getting too cocky again. I hitting the first blow, and then I'm like, yeah, let's do it again.
Did you add the hex damage to the first roll?
it's not Hex. It's Hunter's Mark.
Oh, sorry, Hunter's Mark. Same
and
thing.
she did, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 2d6s. It was very nice. And Kesh, you can see your flaming arrow hits it, and as it lances it, it definitely takes the hit, but then you see the flames. The arrow is literally an arrow made of fire, and where normally you see these continue burning for a little while, this one, the flames are almost sucked into it, and the arrow gutters out quite quickly. Julio, Kesh, are you happy where you are?
For now.
For now, Julio, it's your turn.
Yes.
I do apologize. Actually, Kesh, what is going to happen is this thing from that it actually reaches up, and the fire comes back out of the wound, and it forms the fire into a little ball and shoots it out of the circle at you. It is casting Firebolt on you. It has disadvantage because of the circle, which is probably for the best, because an 11 doesn't hit. So Kesh, this shot goes wild as Kesh ducks. It hit the wall of the circle, and it took a while for the bolt to go through it, like it was moving through jelly, and that's what gives you the time to get out of the way. That was its legendary action. Julio, it's your turn.
Yes, I jump from the stairs down towards it, shank it, and hopefully move away.
Very well.
So, we'll see. Okay, so first
Variable
attack
dagger.
Reno. Yes, sir. It's gonna be ka-chow.
An 11 does
I cannot
not
hit with the fucking...
with the sword that might actually hurt it.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay,
No.
well, we'll try
It's
the rapier.
very aware of this glowing yellow blade that you are trying to stick into its side. It's not that fussed about the metal thing that you just inserted between its ribs, though. And it hisses at you, and you hear this come out of it as you slit it up good. 20 points
20.
of damage. Yep, love it.
Very unfortunate, but I do step back and I bare my teeth on it.
Very well. You do that. Excellent. Very nice. Iari is going to not do anything this turn. It seems like you guys are all relatively safe out of its range now. If she feels she needs to get involved later, or if one of you would like her to get involved with her healing magic, she will. But she was not going to do it unless somebody says, hey, I could use a little bit of a help here. I hope that's all right with you guys. Let's just quickly... Just need to check something very, very quickly about the 20-foot radius. Yes, okay. Good. That actually is all three of you. Good. So, the...
Not good. Not good.
It is the elemental's turn, and the elemental and once again raises its sort of long, spindly arms up to the sky, and fire dances across its fingertips, and then shoots up in above it, out of the pillar of magic circle, and forms into a fireball which lances down at the three of you. The fire engulfs the three of you. It's a 20-foot radius, which means it can get all three of you. Yes, you all need to make me some dexterity saves, please. Kesh does not. Julio does. Julio saves. So let's roll some more. Love rolling this many d8s.
I'm going to add advantage onto. I'm going to use that
your inspiration
from Ro. Yeah, great.
Just realized I turned my mic
Nice.
off.
There you go.
Thanks, bro.
That's better. Good thing to
I'm
have.
still fucked, but you're good, man.
I'm rolling very low though.
I don't remember. Do I have the thing which halves the damage if I succeed in a save? Is that something?
It depends what level bard / rogue you are.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think it's
Level.
like it's-
I'm level 6 rogue, so I don't think I have that. I only
It would
have.
be on your features, but I think it's a bit low. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have just uncanny dodge, which is 4 attacks.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
26 points of fire damage, halved if you succeeded the save. I rolled quite low actually. I only rolled a single dice above a 5.
So 13 for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is not looking that bad as well. It is a lot of the wounds you've inflicted upon it are leaking. Not ichor. It's actually more like mist, like grave mist. But it's cuts and gashes, nothing particularly serious. And we go on to Ereq.
That fireball caused me to lose aura of life.
Oh shit.
Which
yes.
is fine. Yeah, that was a natural 1 on my save. Which is fine because I am now going to use my action to cast a spell. I'm going to say, Aldahad, I beseech you, please help us to rid you of this fucking death elemental. And I'm going to cast Wrath of Nature.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And just quickly, I crit my con save, so my
noted.
hunter's mark is
Thank
still
you.
active.
Yeah.
Great.
Couldn't have done that for the fucking save, could I?
It's alright.
So, Wrath of Nature is usually used outside from what I can tell, but I feel like using it
Oh, in this
inside
situation,
of
absolutely.
the Older Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you call out to the spirits of nature to rouse them against your enemies. Choose a point you can see within range of the circle.
Yeah.
The spirits cause trees, rocks, and grasses in a 60-foot cube centered on that point to become animated until the spell ends. And there's a different thing that grasses, trees, roots, and vines, and rocks can do.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that I can do all of those things except for probably rocks.
Yeah. There's very little rocks up here, but yeah, everything else.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, great. So that area, it is a 60-foot cube, so it's probably in fact the entire room.
60-foot cube? As in 60-foot radius cube or a 60-foot square cube?
Well, a cube is a cube, right?
Sorry, 60 feet to a side. That's 12 squares. So, yeah, quite a bit of the room, certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually won't make a difference because I can choose who's affected by it. So, yeah.
It's certainly a good
okay.
distance around the frog.
Yeah. So, first things first, grasses and undergrowth, I imagine... Is it I think we said, is this
it's
like
grassy.
a mossy floor?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's grassy and moss. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're in the cathedral, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, great, amazing. So the moss is going to grow around the feet of this thing, making it difficult terrain.
Yep.
Next is trees. Can like branches and things
Yeah,
forth?
there are branches, like this whole place. The map I made is actually fairly good as an indicative of what it's like in here. There is several...
Okay.
They're not really trees, they're actually small branches of the Older Heart itself. But they have a similar vibe to just trees growing in this space. So, yeah. Fuck grass. Clover's the good shit.
Okay.
Yeah, like what you like, Bishop Blood. That's okay.
Yeah. The branches will do stuff at the start of my next turn.
Cool. Love it. I would say there would always be at least one branch within range of it.
Yeah. I'm imagining that I'm empowering the
Older Heart to hit
kind
itself.
of react.
Yeah, absolutely. I love this plan. It's a great, really, really characterful, really interesting. Yeah, love it. As a react...
at the
Oh, yeah, sorry, Karen.
well, at the end of my turn, some vines and roots come up around its legs too. It needs to make a strength save or be restrained.
Uh-huh. Nat 20.
Yep, that's fine. That's about what I expected. And
Sorry, it actually was a nat 20. Its strength is also very high.
And Hope is going to, up where she is, for what it's worth, use a flame seed.
Love it.
Yeah, so that will be that. Plus...
Your spellcasting ability mod?
Yes, yeah. Which is a number. It's a 7, I think. 9. So, yeah, hits.
Oh, wow.
21.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah. For
Doesn't-
1d6 fire damage.
Sure. Now, Hope has hit points, right?
Yes. Hope is a target.
And is Hope... How many... is Hope immune to fire? Or just resistant?
Yes. She
Immune to
is.
fire damage. Cool. Yeah, cool. Love it.
And she is as high as she can get within this circle.
Yeah.
Is it a cylinder?
It is a cylinder. I get the impression the intention is that it is closed at the top. So that the thing...
I mean, that would make sense.
It would make sense, which
that
is why...
a demon can't just fly up.
Yeah. Because a lot of demons and things can fly, including this thing. Yeah, it's also a frog. Yeah, cool, excellent. As its action, it is going to as its
Oh, sorry. One last thing.
Oh yeah.
How
many damage? 3?
I'm going. Yeah, 3. I'm going to call for my family to leave.
Okay. Yeah.
And where is the exit to the room?
There
the
is
map,
one
I
in the bottom
can't tell.
corner. There is 2 archways, one in the bottom corner and one along the bottom edge. There is also another at the top of the map, in the middle of the top. You might be able to see a line of bricks.
Yeah. I assume my family would probably want the one in the bottom right corner.
That's the one that heads down the passage to Gabby's workshop.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Where's Gabby?
Gabby is with August. Sorry, she wasn't there when I prepped the map. Yeah. She and August are there together.
Great.
If would Gabby would actually respond, Ereq, I don't think moving is a good idea.
Fine.
She and August, and the bed is an integral part of the map. I can't move it, but she and August start dragging the bed further away from the combat. It wasn't caught in the blast, It was centered on Cash, actually. The fireball... And the fireball burst around the magic sphere as well. It's elemental magic, it can't get through it. They will do that. They will spend their turns doing that unless you ask them for help.
Yeah. I'm going to move out, and I'm just going to yell out, everyone spread out.
Smart. Cool. It is going to, as its legendary action, it is going to jump up at Hope and make a claw attack at Hope.
Okay.
What an asshole.
A 17 to
Hope
hit
is
plus
surprisingly...
26.
yeah, that hits. Yeah. Hope is surprisingly resilient, though.
Is Hope 9 plus 20 damage.
Okay. She has 30 left.
Wow, she is very
Yeah.
durable.
Yeah.
Wow.
Five times my level.
Okay, cool. Because you're level 9?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 45 total. So it is...
Plus 5, so 50 total.
Okay. She is... it is... was 9 necrotic, and the other was... I don't know if she's resistant to physical damage, but it was 9 necrotic and 11 slashing. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Yes. Then it's Kesh's turn.
Right. Well, I'm a little bit boned because my bow does necrotic or fire.
Yeah.
And apparently if I shoot it with fire, it's going to shoot me right back. And one can only assume that necrotic isn't going to bother it overly much. Bold assumption. I know I'm making a leap here. Okay.
The fire did work. It didn't do nothing.
No, but then it threw it back at me, and ideally I would like it not to do that.
That's fair.
Tell
You
what,
can just shoot physical ammunition with it.
Yeah, that's where I was going with this ramble, was that I might just shoot it with normal arrows. Which feels so boring.
Kesh is like, it's been a while since I did this.
Yeah.
Weird. What is it, made of wood? What?
Strange little thing here. I also haven't been able to hit it with radiant at all, by the way. I've been doing only physical.
Yeah.
Alrighty. But firstly, I'm going to move back a little bit so I can duck for cover behind this convenient chest-high wall.
Love it.
At the end of my turn. And then I'm just going to shoot it normally.
Go.
And see what happens.
Love it. Do that.
Maybe while swearing slightly. Fucking 14. Let's
14.
try again.
You do have a D4, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's only a 1 in 4 to hit. 13.
I went a 13. I missed a couple of times.
Not great.
Love it. Is there anything I can do right now that would be helpful?
With a bonus action. I don't think so. Do you move into cover from it so it cannot see you behind that rock?
Yeah, I duck behind the rock.
Okay.
And just kind of like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Get it together. Shoot it in its ugly face.
Very well. Julio, it's your turn.
Yeah, okay.
Second first, same with the first.
I'm gonna try again with my I'll do
Susan's
this.
variable dagger.
Yeah, I'll actually switch my hands because he was ambidextrous, so he'll switch the dagger to one and
I'm not doing well with this right hand bullshit. Let's try the left.
Let's try it.
Let's try it. Hoo-yah!
Come on, Julio.
Nope.
Oh no.
Nope. Fuck this. I'm gonna.
You do have that
Real good,
inspiration.
guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration because Julio's tired of the bullshit. Okay, 22.
22 does hit.
Okay, that's good. So that means my damage is all
Max from the
radiant.
dagger. And oops,
So
all
that's
radiant. 23
23.
radiant damage. Very nice. Wolf.
Yes,
And that's your inspiration burnt.
Yeah, that's my inspiration burnt. And I'm gonna do a bardic inspiration to Ereq. I'm
nice.
gonna when I shank the creature with my glowing dagger and a flash of light erupts from there, Julio just catches Eric's eyes for a second and gives him a nod and does a little backflip onto the stairs again.
Love it. And Crispin Crunch has just gifted Ereq and Julio inspiration, which is probably helpful. Very nice. Cool. Excellent. So, it is Iari and the others are getting the bed out. They're moving it about 10 feet a turn, so they'll be moving it for a while. And it is now the Elemental's turn. The Elemental, it looks around itself and sort of assessing its situation. And instead of fire, it is now... you see it start to mutter something in a very... nasty sounding language. The way I'm imagining it is the Shadowkai, not the Shadowkai, the Sadukar language in Dune. It's sort of this low hum, this almost mechanical, and it comes out.
Josh, you got to go a lot deeper than it's like.
Yeah, it sounds like Scandi metal, and he, nothing seems to sort of, actually, from its pores, this green mist starts leaking, and it wafts over to the area around Kesh and Ereq, apparently seeming to phase through the barrier without being stopped by it. This is just for flavor. Mechanically, it can start it wherever it wants it to. It has cast Cloud Kill. And yes, there is a 20-foot radius sphere of poison yellow-green fog centered on a point roughly between Ereq and Kesh. When you begin your turn in it, something will happen to you. And yeah, it is leering at Kesh. Actually, no, it's looking at Julio, clutching a nasty wound over its love handles, and it's like, and it looks at you and raises one hand and beckons towards you, and then just you almost hear the shing as it flexes its claws at you. Yeah, Death Frog love handles. Yum, yum, yum. Exactly right, Shanahos. Gotta love me some folk metal. Cool.
The French
Ereq.
are just like, ooh.
Wait, does
delicious.
it look like it is holding an attack?
No. It's done its action.
Okay.
It just basically popped its
It was
gun,
just
don't
like,
you?
fuck you. Come on.
Fuck you.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me. Move the map up slightly on stream. I certainly can. How's that? Now we can see everybody, and I will draw a little fog cloud. Circle.
For a second there, I was just like, does it have like a Microsoft Paint option where you can just do a little scribble?
It does, and I've just done it. Yeah.
I meant freehand, Josh.
Oh, that was
I
pretty
wanna
much
watch you-
freehand. It's roughly where the fog cloud is. It is Eric's turn. Ereq, can you make me a con save, please?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, also, it's your turn, so the thing happens now.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, con save, please.
I'm going to use my inspiration
That's smart.
to re-roll that 5. Okay, that's a 15.
You also
15.
have a bardic if you need it.
I don't know if you can use them on save throws, but if you can, I would suggest it.
You can, yeah.
Yep.
Save throws and
I-
checks.
D6.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 16.
That's what you
Or
need.
whatever.
Uh,
Yeah.
That's why I
Nice.
suggested it. Cool. You pass, which means you take half as much poison damage, which is good because it's quite a
Yay.
lot of poison damage. It is. Oh wow, that's 2 8s.
Yari better be super freaking grateful for
19.
this.
And then a further 8, 27, halved.
Oh, good. Okay.
So 13
13. Okay.
because of that extra 1. Thank you, Julio.
Yes. Thank you, Julio.
Julio
Great.
coming
Cool,
in clutch.
Cool.
Yes.
All right.
Just for flavor, what does this cloud smell like?
Don't ask.
Yeah, if you have
No,
to
no, no.
ask, you
I
can't
want to
afford
hear
it.
Josh's very visceral
in-
description
yeah,
of what this smells like.
Somewhere between rotten eggs and sulfur. No, not even with the sulfur. Actually, it is just the sickly sweet smell of decaying meat.
Whoa.
There you go.
You
Like-
asked.
My jacket after I came home from work about 8 years ago.
I'm gonna layer series farts on a hot day on top of that and
Rot
really.
fur. Nasal hair and elderberries.
Oh my god! That time Ty ate rotting grass clippings in the
Yeah,
back garden and then
yeah.
came inside and threw them up.
Yeah, on our bed.
One of the worst smells
Yeah,
ever in my life.
it's rotten grass. So essentially a cow pat. Yeah, it's lovely. All right, Ereq, what does the spell you cast do?
Yes. So at the start of each of my turns, it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 4d6 slashing damage from branches.
Ooh, deck save. All right. There goes that dice. 15 on the dice plus 2, I want to say. Yeah, plus 2.
That is my save DC.
17.
Yep. That's fine. That just, or actually, I need
Does it do
to
half?
make another. No. I need to make another con save because of that poison damage I took.
That's enough.
Yeah, great.
Or is it?
Okay.
11. Do you not need to make the number the damage did?
Half.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
In which case 11 is enough. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Okay. Next step of my 10-step plan is
Wait,
to
there
cast.
was a plan?
There is now.
Recommend having one.
Cast Fire Shield on myself.
Sure.
A bad idea.
At 4th level. And it is going to be a chill shield.
Cool.
So it is yes. So it's the one that gives me resistance to fire and puts out cold damage.
Yep.
I think that's how it works. I'll read that
Yep.
properly. Cool. Yep. That's what I'm doing for that turn. I'm just going to check if I have any potions bonus actions.
Yes. Baldur's Gate has
Okay,
very
great.
firmly put that into the public consciousness.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone shove him off a cliff. Are there any
I-
barrels of explosive powder in the room?
Do you want to do that here?
No.
All right.
High
Unless we're
temperatures
all
of-
about to die, in
Yeah.
which case we just get Gale to blow himself up.
All I've got is a regular potion of healing, so I'm going to do that.
Pop that.
That's
Yep.
2d4
Very well.
plus
2d4
2.
plus 2. Lovely.
And I'm going to look at Julio and say, your fire resistance potion might be useful right about now.
Because of all the fireballs.
The one
it
I
does.
gave you. Great.
Oh, rough.
Yeah. 4.
That was min. That was 2
Yeah.
1s. That is rough as
It
hell.
was. Hope being active
Yeah.
gives me bonuses to fire damage and to healing rolls. It is supposed to be when I do spells. Can I ask for a cheeky little boost to this one or nah?
What?
Seeing as it's not a spell, my potion.
The thing is, I just don't see how fire helps.
Well, she's a phoenix. So it
If she was
mechanically
with
boosts
you,
healing spells.
oh, okay. If
Yes.
she was with you, yes, but like, yeah, I would. I'll give you double. I'll give you 6.
Okay.
I'll call it a pair of 2s instead of a pair of 1s because of the fiery link between you and your phoenix.
Great. Yeah. Just so you know,
Or what? No, tell you what. I will do you one better. You can re-roll one of the 4s. One of the D4s.
look, I've already added the 2, so I'll just keep that. Yeah, so when I cast a spell that heals fire damage or that deals fire damage or restores hit points, she lets me add another roll, and that's
Right.
infinite range. But this isn't a spell, so that's
Yes.
fine. I'm also going to move myself to get out of.
Smart. I was wondering if you were going to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, just that.
Yep.
I
There you
leave
go.
the rancid stinking cloud, please.
Sure.
Yeah.
Smart.
Is the cloud moving still?
It's just sort of hangs there. Actually, it disperses if a strong wind happens.
Okay. I'm actually going to get closer to it, to the thing.
Sure. Cool.
Cool. I think that is everything.
Very well. We go back to the top of the order. The gang is now about halfway to the door with the bed. And yeah, it is Kesh's turn.
In my headcanon, the bed is screeching loudly as it's
Yeah.
dragged.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's like,
Yeah.
One last thing. It needs to make another strength saving throw.
Oh. Make enough of these. Hey, there we go. That is an 11. Probs not.
The vines grab its legs and it is restrained.
Lovely. Which means it cannot
can
jump
use
up
an
and...
action.
Yeah, to free itself.
Yeah, it's restrained, so 0 movement. It can use an action to free itself, and I
Yep.
believe restrained gives it disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Noted. I think you're
I
right.
believe. Yeah.
The bed makes the saving throw. No, the bed succeeds. That's fine. The bed is an ally in this instance. Kesh.
I'm going to boldly assume that I now have to make a con save against the
Correct.
poisonous gas cloud.
Yes. Oh my, yes.
Oh, look at that. I got a 10.
That's not enough, my love. I'm afraid.
Do you have an inspiration?
I do have an inspiration, but I'm
Use it.
Use
Use
it.
it. It's a lot of damage.
It's quite a
Okay,
bit of
yeah,
damage.
I'll use it. Oh,
She does
look
not
at
have an
that.
inspiration. Unless someone bought it
Crispin
for her.
bought me one as well because
Okay,
he saw
alright.
that I didn't have one, so he bought me one as
You
well.
rolled it
But
again.
it didn't help because I
No.
rolled exactly the same again.
Kesh, you take 28 poison damage.
God, guys, I might die.
That was
Sorry,
a lot.
how many? 20?
28.
28?
Yeah. 2 8s, a 2, a 4, and a 6.
Here I was thinking we would be cheesing this without by being outside of a magic.
Trust
circle.
me, it would be worse if it could actually hit you.
Yeah, it better be rolling with fucking disadvantage, I'm just saying.
Well, these saving throws.
These,
are not
it's
effective.
making saving throws. I've read
Yeah.
the spell very thoroughly.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that I am on a glorious 13 hit points, I would like to run out of the cloud of poison
Shoot it!
gas.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it a couple of times because
Smart.
I'm real bad right now and in a lot of
Alright.
pain,
Shoot it. Come on, Cash.
and I smell like sweaty ass.
You do have a D4. as
Yes.
well, just reminding you. It wouldn't have helped you with the con save, but
That's the thing. I knew what the DC was. I'm like, it's no fucking good to me.
no. Shoot it.
18?
18 is the number you needed.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah, you have to roll a 7 on the dice.
Yay! Max damage plus my.
2d6s.
Oh, actually, I just took damage, so I technically have to roll a concentration.
Concentration save, and you need 13. No, 14.
Hang on. Which one do I do?
Con save.
It's a constitution.
Oh, it's Constitution again. Sorry. My brain just froze. Okay, cool. Slayer's
Yeah.
Prey is still
Nice.
active.
Slayer's Prey is still up. Nice.
So it takes another 9 points.
And this is physical, presumably.
Physical damage.
Physical. Yep, very nice.
Physical. Shoot it in the fucking face. Fucking face. For a second time.
on,
Luck be
Cash.
with me. 22.
Hits.
Nice.
And it
Full.
takes 10
Plus
plus
one more.
1d6.
Nice.
A 2, so 12.
Another 6.
And now would be a really good time to have good berries on me.
It would be. It would.
It would. I'm just like, can I cast aid on myself?
Cool. Yep. It is going to do its legendary action and shoot a firebolt at Julio with disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
It sort of and lashes out with some fire at you, Julio. That probably hits. I rolled a 16 and a 17 on the dice, so that's a 25.
Yeah.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
For 10.
Well, I'll uncanny dodge for sure.
Oh, for sure. 11... 14. Halved. Half to
14
7.
halved, so 7. Okay,
7.
that's fine.
Yeah. And Julio, it is your turn.
It is my turn indeed. Once again, I jump into the circle, my dagger and rapier above my head, and try to stab with both at the same time.
Very nice.
Motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, it's
You do have an
it's
inspiration.
not-
You have been purchased
I'm
one.
gonna use it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
use it.
do it.
Okay, 25. Thank you for the
Does.
inspiration. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Crispy
Okay,
Crunch is
that-
burning brightly today.
Yeah, we are all out of inspirations now, so
Yep.
if any more
Anyone else
generous souls... It's a good thing
Yeah,
Tony's
no,
not
it's-
here, because he'd probably buy one for Josh.
I've got
Josh,
one
can we
already. I
make it so
haven't
the
used
audience can buy us, like, healing?
I'm up for it. That one is actually going to be a paid. Not. You watch us long enough, you accrue channel points. This is if you make a financial contribution, then yeah.
You can make Cash feel
Tips,
less
yeah.
like she's about to die.
We need to set
Yeah,
up
that's
a buy us a coffee situation for that exact thing. Buy us a healing potion. 14 points of radiant damage.
Pretty sucky.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
bad,
not
I'd
amazing,
say.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, what
I mean,
did
it's something.
Dreaded GM!
Oh.
Hey,
Oh,
Dread, you bloody
hi.
champion!
Hello.
And Roro has just given an inspiration to Cash.
Thank you, Roro. You're amazing.
Thank you so much, Dread, for bringing us your lovely folks here. Let's just get a quick shout out for at Dreaded GM. Dreaded GM, how is your fundraising going, Dread, you bloody champion? Dreaded GM is currently raising money for the Starlight Children's Foundation. Dread is a massive proponent of that and an excellent individual. Just a really, really cool guy. A bit of a mentor of mine in the D&D streaming space. An absolutely lovely person. And yeah, we adore them. So thank you so much for bringing your lovely folks here. We just got cheered some biddies as well. Thank you very much, EJO. Thank you very much for the biddies, mate. Very kind of you. And I also need to say, Tattoos by Chels, thank you very much for the follow, you bloody champion. Avast, matey, you wee scallywag. That puts us on 749 One more follow, and we
So
get to our
close.
follower goal 750. At which point, everybody gets an inspiration. Cash has already got one, but
we
everybody
really
else.
need it today.
Is there any chance we could exchange those inspirations for a free heal?
Oh shit! Follower goal met. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Sean means Johnny.
Thank
Sean means
you.
Johnny,
Thank
you
you.
bloody champion. Thank you very much for the follow. It happened. Good. We only have a few more hours, but we're on $5,000 raised for the Starlight Children's Foundation. That's amazing, Dread.
Josh,
You are
you missed the best part. It's $5,000.69.
9 Of course it is.
Someone did that.
Of course somebody did, and they did it well before the $5,000 mark was reached. He's been sitting on that for a while. Yeah, that's awesome. Guys, thank you so much. And we actually just went to 751 as well, because EJ, yo! Thank you very much, you bloody champions. Avast, mateys, you wee scallywags. Guys, that's really, really cool, because we are less than 2 years old as a channel, and we've got to 750, which was my sort of private in-head canon goal for our 2-year anniversary, and we've done it 3 weeks early. So that's really, really cool. Thank you so much for bringing your folks, Dread. We are having a bit of a boss fight. This is the penultimate episode of our Humblewood of Monsters and Magic Season 4. The gang is fighting something that could arguably be described as a death slard, and they're having a bit of a rough time with it, actually. They all thought it was going to be an easy one, but no, they've encased it in a magic circle. They've been shooting it with ranged weapons, and it's just casting area effect magic at them, because it can. Yeah, Kesh and Ereq are not looking great. Julio's alright, and he keeps going into the thing, stabbing in a bit, and then running away again, like a coward. But they're doing extremely well. Josh, talk lots. We love your voice. Sean means Johnny. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. But we are just about to get to Julio has just stabbed it a bunch. Julio, do you make an offhand attack with your rapier?
So just regarding that 750 that we
Yes. You get your inspirations. Cash, you get
Wow.
2. You have a second.
Actually,
Excuse me.
we're not allowed to use those inspirations as cheeky little heals instead.
No.
Yeah, that's fair.
Use them to hit the thing.
Yeah, it's very fair actually. Yeah. Okay, so how's Cash looking?
Not
Cash
great.
Looking kind of ass. Yeah,
Lucky
Cash
Kind of
13.
ass. Lucky 13,
kind of
yeah.
ass. Yeah, my heals not very good when someone is up. They're better when someone is down. But I
can do aid on my next turn, which will give all of us 5 hit points, and also boost our max hit points by 5,
Yeah.
temporarily.
right.
It's not bad.
Okay.
So I can do that, and then if I die, then you can do the better version. Save my life.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
Safe healing
I'm
word
pretty
for
good.
Rezzing.
Yeah, I'm pretty good for rezzing on this one, but you know what? I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna go back to my spot on the stairs, and I'm gonna give Cash an inspiration.
Bardic inspiration.
Yes, I'll turn to Cash and say, "This thing is pummeling you, but I know you've been through so much worse. You got this."
Get like, I don't think you have.
Yeah, you have. You remember that time you got caught in an alley between Javier and a bunch of fire elementals? This was much better.
Memories.
That sounds like a
Oh,
good time.
yeah.
It was a great time.
It was a great time. We beat the shit out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you did get knocked unconscious, but yeah.
And then
you-
we beat the
Nostalgic
shit
for
out of
season
them.
1.
It was great because it was Javier, the cleric, was like, "Nah, she'd be fine." She was there making death saves. He was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna cast create water as well." Very well.
I'm dying over here.
It's like she'll be fine. Very well. Then
And I will.
it's Iari looks at Ereq and says. She looks at Ereq raises an eyebrow, like, "Do you want me to heal you?"
God damn, your granny won't do anything unless people ask her nicely.
No, it's more. She is aware that she does not want to make herself a combatant.
Yeah.
And Ereq has been very specific. Don't get involved. Help get her out.
Yeah. Can I say a thing that I was planning on saying on my turn?
Sure.
I will say this to the room. I'm about to do something extraordinarily stupid, so I would appreciate any help in keeping me alive.
Noted. In which case, she casts Healing Word on you. Which is like
Oh, this is gonna be good.
1d4, I think. Which is, she rolls minimum. So yeah, you get 4 points of healing. Sorry, that's all she has.
Yeah.
No,
that's fine. It's in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, what would it look like when Iari casts a spell, Ereq? You know your granny better than I.
I think it will be similar to how Ereq casts spells, except in that it will be feather based. So she'll probably pluck a feather out of her wing and send it as a dart to me.
Sure. Yeah, it's, I think...
And it'll probably have like a dark energy that it fills me with.
Cool. Yeah, this dark blue, almost purple, she plucks it, and then as she throws it, the feather becomes energy. It loses its physical form and hits you, and yeah, you feel a pleasant, cool energy reinvigorate you. It's not warm. It is, your family do not express warmth, but yeah,
Why?
It is a cool energy. Like, it actually, it's not so much healing you as making you focus.
Yeah.
Cool. And now it's the elemental's turn, and the elemental disappears.
Motherfucker.
Like, it's fine. It can't leave. It's just tricking us.
Are we out of combat?
I will stay in turn order just to sort of keep things a little bit. But yeah, it disappears.
Can I ask? It was restrained with these vines. Do we see the vines? Are they still holding something?
Make me a perception check.
Great.
Is it invisible or has it fucked off?
It's
Is
gotta
the
be
magic
invisible.
circle still visible?
Oh, the magic circle is very much still there.
Okay.
Yeah. 26.
You can see that the vines are still very much wrapped around something.
Yeah. It's still there.
Oh, great! I just realized I positioned my kind of avatar on like a pile of on some bushes technically, but I like the mental image of a severely wounded Cash just kind of half in and half out of the bushes.
Yeah, cool. That's its turn. Ereq,
Right. Okay.
at the beginning of your turn, the things may make their attack.
Yeah, well, it makes a dex save, which it now has disadvantage on, I believe.
I'm going to leave it equal, though, because the things are trying to hit it that they can't see anymore.
I mean, the spell says it is a save rather than an attack,
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
up to you.
But I would even it out, because it's not like these things are trying to hit a thing that they cannot see.
They're touching it with the vines, but it's up to you.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, they're making contact, you know?
It gets... they hit it. Yeah.
Excellent. Great. So this will be 4d6 slashing damage from these branches. $15.
15. What am I doing? Come on, brain. There we go. Yep. Cool. And Ereq, what do you do?
I'm just going to check if there's any bonus action spells I can do first.
Healing word.
I don't have healing word. Oh, I don't think I do. Maybe I do. No, I don't. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So Ereq is surrounded by this shield of fire, which I read. I'm using the chill shield, so it protects me from fire damage and emits cold damage.
Yep.
And then I'm going to look at my family, and I'm going to look at my found family, including Kesh, who is close to death. And then I'm going to jump over this. It looks like half a stair or something that I'm kind of hidden behind.
It's not really hidden. It's the archway, but everything else is flat, pretty much.
Yeah. I'm going to run and jump up that, and in the air turn into the giant mantis.
Heck yeah. Yes, Ereq.
And
fuck them up.
Get into melee range with it. It's my action to do that.
Yep.
And I'm gonna, when I'm in the air, kind of make eye contact with Hope, who's in the air, and she is going to do what she can.
Yep.
In fact, she's gonna get down a bit and start to bother it, and use the help action.
Very well. In this instance, I think what she's doing is flapping around it, generating fire in the air that it cannot, to sort of illuminate where it is a bit.
Great.
That would be helpful in this instance.
Yeah.
Cool. Kesh.
Okay.
There is a giant praying mantis, Ereq, surrounded by a floating armored shield and also a wall of ice. Can you describe the icy, like, what does the effect look like?
So it's
is
not
it
ice,
feathered?
it is fire. But it would be like burning, like fire in the shape of feathers.
Yeah, but cold blue fire in the shape of feathers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've just realised I can actually cast Aid at 3rd level, which would give us all 10 hit points.
Couldn't
Sound
hurt.
good?
Sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Kesh staggers dramatically to her feet and like and yeah, I cast Aid at 2nd level, which gives us all 10 hit points and boosts our max hit points by 10 for the next 8 hours. So
Nice.
Amazing.
We do get healed up beyond our max, you can go 10 points beyond your max and have a whole 23 hit points.
Smart.
DM, just want to check. That would obviously apply to my wild shape.
Yeah.
Would the healing apply to me as well, or just the max hit points?
It would apply also to the point of it is it raises your max hit points and then fills that up. So it would apply the healing also to the mantis, but that increases the mantis's hit points. So
yeah, the mantis just got 10
the
points.
mantis just got 10 hit points.
What about when
Not
the
you.
mantis dies? Not to Ereq.
No, you're getting 10 hit points. It's just being done to a mantis instead of Ereq.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Is the aura of life still up, or you lost it?
No, that's well gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got that with the first fireball, I think.
But there is still all this tree terrain.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Love it.
The old
Cool.
heart is going at it.
Yeah, sure. And has anybody actually hit it in a while? Oh yeah, no. I will make a con save. Yeah, succeeded. Because it's invisibility is a concentration spell. Kesh, that was your turn. Julio.
Okie doke. I can't see it, so my attacks would be with horrible disadvantage if I even hit in the specific place.
That is being cancelled out by Hope.
Oh, so it's just a normal roll.
Hope is doing the help action, which means it balances to a normal roll.
Doesn't Hope help action do? Don't they do it for one character, or everyone?
It's to the next attack
It's
against
the
them.
next attack, yeah.
Next
Yeah.
attack. Okay. Do you want me to take it or? Because I
Yes.
have another thing.
You,
Okay.
you
the
are
whole-
the rogue.
That's,
I am
it's
the rogue.
The point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll jump in and go for my Susan's variable dagger again.
Gotta love it.
Trying to get it. Okay, it's actually 23. Okay,
Wow.
we're getting normal rolls. No way. Okay, so that's a 17 radiant
17
damage.
radiant damage.
Nice.
And yeah, whilst you can't see the creature itself because it passed its con save, you can see this huge wisp, like it's a huge cloud of this smoke comes out of it.
Okay. If I use my bonus action for an offhand, it would be a with disadvantage. Yes. Because I already used the help action.
Yes, it would.
Am I counting as flanking because I'm up?
There's only two of you.
Okay.
You need 3 for a flank.
And Kesh is slumped in the bushes.
Yes.
That is fine. That is fine because I'm gonna step back to my spot and I will actually cast Healing Word on Kesh at 2nd level.
Wow. Love it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
thank you.
So it's 6 more HP to you.
Thank you.
That's my turn.
Just realized at 2nd level, Aid's not a bad healing spell, really.
No.
It's a good preparation, preventative spell for sure.
Yeah, it's good to do
Probably
it before
should have done this
combat.
before the fight.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know it was going to be a fight.
We didn't know.
Didn't know that. Yeah, cool. So that's Julio. Julio, you withdraw again?
Yes.
Yep, cool. This thing is going to cast another fog cloud. And it's going to do it inside the circle.
Little bitch.
You're going to keep bouncing in and out. It's going to do it. It casts another one. It basically the entire circle fills. It's leaking this fog cloud. It reappears because it cannot cast a spell and be invisible. But it looks at Ereq and his mantis form, and it begins to leak this nasty gaseous cloud that slowly fills up this this column of magic. It is lightly obscuring its contents as well. I'm not going to make it disadvantaged to attack the things inside, but I will raise its AC by 1 because it's a little bit hard to spot it, seeing as it is the source of this ongoing cloud of fog. That's going to be its turn. It also didn't do anything during. It didn't take a legendary action because it was invisible. But it is now going to be Eric's turn. Ereq, concept, please.
Go, Mantis, Ereq. We believe in
and
you.
it makes a dex save.
Uh-huh.
Also, out of interest, how tall is the
Ooh.
gas cloud?
20 feet.
Okay, so Hope would get caught in it too.
Yeah, it is filling the entire thing. It's basically, I'm transposing the amount of space it would be taking up into a much smaller space and making it taller.
Cool. I got a 21.
It got a nat 20 on its on its dex save.
Yep. With disadvantage?
Oh, with disadvantage.
Ah,
Yeah, actually, still like a 17.
Yep.
It's dex, right? Yeah, 17.
Yeah. Okay. So I passed that save.
Cool. So you
how
take
much damage
the
do I take?
half. That's right. Apologies. Stop it. 16, 26 halved, 13.
Okay, 13. Great. I assume mantises can cough, so this mantis is going to cough.
what does a mantis coughing sound like?
You don't
Like
want
this.
to hear.
Oh no, that's a dying giraffe.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Oddly like a dolphin.
Yeah. Karen bet me to.
We
to
did.
make
We
that
did say that
sound.
on the 750. Yep.
Oh, I'm
sorry,
so glad
let
you
me-
remembered, Brandon. I forgot, even though I'd been mocking you. So
There it is.
That's yeah.
You just did it. The mic topped out. None of us heard it.
Right. Cool. Great. I'm going to do a little slashy at it.
Cool.
That's my not hyena.
Slash.
So this is 2d6.
Love it. To hit?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I need to roll. Do
mean,
I have
probably.
advantage because it's restrained?
I think so.
Okay.
It's like grapple, right?
Yes.
feels fair.
Yeah. 15 does not.
Sorry, it's actually less
7.
than that. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Cool. That is my turn. I'm really more there to be a bother.
Yeah. That shield of yours only hurts it if it attacks you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Can you also move the cloud radius on the map, please?
Oh, sure. I will attempt to. Erase. Clear all things that I have drawn. Yeah, there we go. The cloud is in the circle. It is the magic circle.
Okay, great. Yeah, that makes
Like
sense.
letting off a smoke
Yeah,
bomb in a jar,
in a jar. Yeah.
but a very strong one.
How did Hope do on their con save?
Yeah, just gonna do that. Let's see. It's a 10 plus something plus 2.
Not enough.
No,
So Hope took the full 26.
26. Okay. She is still up, but barely.
Yep.
She's going to go down and bother it again for one more help action for someone.
Sure.
Such a brave girl.
She's bothering it, so she is adjacent to it, presumably, which means it is going to use its legendary action to sort of try and bat her out of the air.
Right.
And it hits on a 19 on the dice, I imagine. Even the minimum damage is probably going to be enough.
Yep.
So Hope goes down.
Yep. She dies out.
And Hope, goes out. And does that little wisp return to Ereq's cheek? Is that how that works?
Yes.
Yeah. So its claw sweeps through the air that Hope occupies and just extinguishes her. And then that little wisp of flame floats back like a mote of ash on the breeze. Floats back and lands on Ereq's cheek, and one feather blossoms red again. Cool. And that's the end of the round, and I think we'll take a short breaklet, because we've been going for a hot little minute, and be back very, very shortly. Guys, thank you so much for joining me this evening. Thank you for playing. We shall get right back to it in just a minute. So say goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Vast ahoy and g'day once again to you mateys. We're back for more Humblewood. We are fighting I will tell you for free, it's a death slot. It's not very nice. What? The guys were worried that it was going to be a pushover. So, we are back to the top of the order. It is currently stuck in a magic circle, which it does not appear to have even tried to leave. And it's just casting area effect magic and going, fuck you guys, I don't like you. Currently, it's standing in a pillar of smoke. It's not enjoying itself at all. Ereq's in there with it in the form of a giant mantis. It has just noped his fire elemental buddy, Hope, and it's Cash's turn. Cash, you are looking a little bit healthier than you were before. What do you do?
Yes.
Dan,
Well,
can you move your camera up a little bit, please?
Camera up a bit.
Your head is getting cut off.
Oh.
you've been partially decapitated by the camera angle.
You've been scalped.
Oh, okay. The camera just...
It just
Slips.
drifts sometimes.
Yeah, it just
Just-
drifts down. Karen moved it one time, and now it just...
Yeah, great.
You could
Wow,
always
it's
get a...
Karen's fault.
Yeah.
What you need is a big knob of glue tack, stick it in there, and then it would be so much more adjustable. It's got duct tape on it, guys. This is the problem, not me. Oh, and look at him not taking my advice.
Cash,
I
fuck
don't-
this thing up.
Yeah, fuck it up, Cash.
Okay. I am gonna shoot it, which would be great. Let us try and shoot it.
Shoot, shoot, shoot the nasty slug.
I shoot it most excellently. Let's add my extra stuff. Oh, another 10. Beautiful. 25 points of damage.
25.
Excellent. And, get to shoot it again, hopefully. Touch wood.
Do.
Yes,
Does.
I shoot it again.
There we go.
Apparently,
Here we
I
go,
just
Cash.
needed a little boost, guys.
Yeah.
Um,
You'll not be standing in a poison cloud.
yeah, that really helped.
Plus 1d6.
So that's another
Wow,
19.
that's another 19. Math.
Woo.
Yeah.
Cash is feeling invigorated, even though she still stinks.
Love it. Cool. Excellent. Very well. It's Julio's turn. Julio, what do you do?
All right. Yeah. So I can't see the thing.
I mean, you can. It's in a cloud of poison. It's still visible. It's just not very visible.
But it's in a cloud of poison.
Its AC has gone up by 1 mechanically.
And also there's a cloud of poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric's
So
in there, he's
what I'm
fine.
gonna... It's fine. Okay.
love
Julio
poison.
will not jump in this time.
What?
Instead...
Aw.
Yes, instead... I really wanted to go into the poison.
Yeah, I did. I really
Look at
wanted
this
you to do
little-
that.
Oh, dear.
Would have been stupid,
Uh-huh.
but yeah. Like,
So what Julio will do instead is with his tiny little mouse claws, he will start tapping on the stone stairs or whatever that is next to me.
sure.
Even though the sound should be lost in the battle sounds, it somehow resonates through and reverberates into that creature. And I'm casting Dissonant Whispers. I'm trying to psych it up. So let's
Fuck it up.
try and psych it out with some wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, wisdom save. Okay.
Yes.
I'm
not
just
very good.
enjoying that, like,
Wisdom.
normally you'd, like, threaten creatures with death, but I'm like, really, you want to threaten this one with life?
I am going to use my DM's inspiration to pass that one.
Oh, you bitch. Oh, you bitch.
Oh, you bitch.
Okay. Oh, you
You little
bitch. Okay,
stinker.
fine.
I've been holding on to that
That-
for ages, so
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
fine,
You
it's
get
fine.
like half the damage.
yeah.
Yes, you get half the damage. So it's a psychic damage.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty
Uh,
good. So you get 7 damage.
Does Dissonant Whispers do any damage on a save? Isn't it a cantrip?
Yes, it's
it's
second
another
level
spell.
spell right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of
Now you've upcasted as well, have you?
I have.
Nice.
I've
All right.
yeah.
Idiot.
Very nice.
Give it the feels.
And it has disadvantage on its next thing.
No. If it didn't succeed, it would need to like
Oh.
move away from me using its reaction.
That's right. It becomes
but it
frightened,
succeeded.
but it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, all it does is give it the damage now, which is fine and okay, and I'm fine with it succeeding, whatever, Mom. So, the bonus action I have. And what do I do with it? I don't even know. Can I throw a dagger at it?
You can.
It's a range of 20 feet.
Yeah.
I'll throw a dagger. I have a spare dagger or two.
Can you only? I believe you can only make an offhand bonus action attack if you have made an action attack with your other.
Oh,
your
that
action.
sucks.
Mm,
Well,
it's a shame because
sucky.
he would have hit. But there we go.
Yeah. Oh, such a shame.
I know.
He's so disappointed.
What
Look at
a,
his
what,
face.
what a sad thing that happened to you.
Uh-huh. What a
Cool.
shocking.
All right. Iari
That's it.
is going to just continue moving the chair. She does not want to draw any more sort of attention or focus, and she doesn't want to heal the giant mantis because 1 year, nat 20. I mean, look, I'll certainly give someone inspiration. Or tell you what, Castellan, for your 1 year anniversary, you may gift a D4 for free to Julio or Ereq, because Kesh has already got one. Unless you want to give me a nat 20, that's fine. I'll take that.
Don't do it, bro.
Very cool. I mean, Castellan and I, fellow DMs, we know each other. We love each other.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, give that nat 20 to Josh. Oh, you bloody champion. All right, then. I'll just pop that inspiration back up there. Good on you, Castellan. Excellent individual.
Welcome
Alrighty.
to the last episode ever of Monsters and Magic.
Yeah, and it's all Castellan's fault.
Next one is
All about to
Castellan.
die.
Cool. Yeah, you. Then it is. Speaking of the elemental, it's its turn. And it's got an Ereq in mantis form, all up in its George Foreman. And it's going to attack it 3 times because why not? So yeah, I mean, I know of all the things that it's that Ereq is trying to do with it, but at the same time, it still wants you dead a bit. So oh no, what am I saying? That would be silly of me. Can I get a couple of dex saves from Kesh and Julio? This thing ain't dumb, and you guys are standing close to each other again. Fireball!
Okay, 27.
What did I say?
You did say 27 for Julio, Kesh.
I had to get out of the cloud of poisonous gas.
She did have to get out of the poisonous gas cloud, which is gone now.
I can't do everything at once.
It is controlling the space with its area effect magic.
Does a 15 save?
It does not. I would suggest strongly that you roll your d4.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I got a D4.
You also have an inspiration from me, Cash, in the future, so you know.
You pass with that you pass.
Yay!
It's
Oh wait,
8
half damage.
8d6s, isn't it? Is the fireball.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's fine. So again, it's very low. 6, 9. That's a bit better. Another 9, 18. 24 points of fire damage that you half to 12. When you dance amongst the ashes of civilizations, what worth is a single party of adventurers? Exactly. I also select the DM for the inspiration. Ah, Castellan, you bloody legend. Thank you very much, mate. Hope you're well, buddy. So yeah, that's its turn. It does not attack the guy that's shielded and will hurt it if it attacks it. Yeah, I mean, it probably will with its legendary action, but not right now. Just because I don't want Ereq to have wasted that spell. So does it? It's Erek's turn, isn't it? Which it is now. Erek's turn. Ereq,
Oh, wait. Is the fog cloud concentration?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think it's a
It's a
cloud kill,
stinky
right?
boy.
Cloud kill.
Cloud kill.
Let me just check. It hasn't cast a second concentration spell though. Fireball is not concentration.
No, but
No,
it
but
has
I heard
taken
it.
damage.
Oh, I see. Yes.
And that reminded me, I
kill.
just passed my con save for
5e.
Hunter's Mark as well.
Cloud kill. I am not certain. It is a concentration. I will make a save.
Make 2 saves because it also took damage from the tree branches at the start of my turn.
Yes. Cool. I think I already did save for that one.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure I make the save though. Yes. Yeah. plenty.
Just 10 or higher. Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 10 and a 13. Yeah. Internal screaming intensifies. Yeah. Cool. Ereq, it is your turn. So on the beginning of your turn, I make a dex save at disadvantage, yes?
Yes, and I make a con save.
Excellent. Ooh. That is a natural yeet. And a 3, so I fail.
Not toying with
you-
my emotions.
You do have a natural 20 with you, so.
Shh, Daria, shut up.
No, I'm saving it for something big and hurty.
Yeah. Cool. I rolled a 14. I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll that.
Yep.
That's worse.
Oof.
So 14 it is.
14 it is. 11. Oh, that's
I
not
always
very
hate it when
not very
inspiration
bad.
forgets what it's meant to be good for.
14 all up. Which is about
Oh, that's
what I
wow.
what I would
Okay.
normally do on disadvantage. Yeah. I rolled very
okay.
low. Yeah.
I'm not going to complain about that.
No, as you should not. How much do I take?
And it. Did it succeed with
It failed.
disadvantage? Oh, great. Yes,
I rolled a
so
natural 20
then-
and a 3.
Great. Sorry, I'm just need to go through all these million tabs that I have open to track all
All
my
go
different
back.
things. That is 4d6 slashing. Oh, that's 16.
16. Very nice.
Okay. And as a beastie, I can't really do much, so I'm just going to slash it and gesticulate wildly both at it and in the direction of my friends, like,
Oh yeah, that's
like,
right.
hey,
Hope does not return to your cheek, your feathered cheek. It returns to the cheek of this giant mantis. One of its
Yes.
mandibles glows red.
oh, yeah, awesome.
Very upsetting. Okay.
Cool. I roll to hit. Yeah, no.
Nope. Excellent. Cool. It's going to use its legendary action to attack you, because why not? And I'm going to roll a nat 20.
Yeah.
Don't you love it when DM just says, I'm gonna roll in that 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, just watch me crit.
So
Watch me crit.
This is
Just
a-
before you tell me that,
Uh-huh.
it would have happened at the same time, but that cloud kill damage made me lose concentration on my spell.
Yep. They all happen simultaneously, so that one still worked, but it is no longer restrained. Is the king? Yep. Cool. Alrighty. It's going to make a claw attack with advantage on you. With and then it crits. So going to roll the damage normally. So 12, 22, 27 plus whatever I roll. 38.
38. Great.
Yes.
Cool. It kills the mantis.
Yeah.
And I take 10.
Good. And how much damage does the cold wall do to it?
It would be 2d8, which I will roll now. 11.
11. And this is cold damage, is it?
It is, yeah. Does it seem to take?
It does. Its hand rhymes with the frost as it moves it through it. But it's hard to tell from the look on its face whether or not it hurts more than anything else that you've been doing.
Yeah.
It certainly didn't enjoy it. It wasn't immune to whatever it happened to it.
Yeah. Oh. Ouch.
Ouch.
Understatement of the day, I think.
Yeah.
How badly hurt are you, Ereq?
Probably not as badly hurt as you,
Okay.
but I am not looking great.
Meeples
'Cause
and
I
Dragons
can-
are raiding, you bloody champions. Thank you so much for the
hello.
raid, you excellent individuals. Favorite raid emotes up in chat, everyone. Throw those Arthur Goose raids up in chat. And guys, thank you so much for joining us. How was your game? What were you doing? Was it Baldur's Gate? Shout out for the wonderful Meeples and Dragons. Meeples and Dragons.
Who are you romancing over in Baldur's Gate?
Well, were they playing Baldur's Gate?
Oh, according to
Yes,
my
they were.
sidebar.
Yes, they were.
Yes.
Yeah. And of course, it was Baldur's Gate. What were you doing? How far have you gotten in? What are you doing? For our lovely raiders, if you click on the actual Corsair's Cove symbol, then it actually jumps you into us rather than it's weird. Twitch, you actually have to tell it to watch the thing. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, you bloody champions, that'd be freaking awesome of you. Only Act 2. What bit of only Act 2? Because Act 2 is freaking huge. The entire game is pretty enormous. I've dropped,
I'm still in Act
40
1,
hours into
so,
it. It's a lot.
you know.
Yeah. We're still in Act 1 with Beryl, but I've gotten to Act 2.
I know you've gotten to Act 2,
yes,
but
yes.
I have through it.
I'm in Moonrise Towers.
Powerful effort of will. I have not
Hasn't lost
spent
your
all my free
entire
time
life.
playing Baldur's Gate.
I cannot say the same. Just took out the Drider. Ooh, interesting. Well, we will say no more. There is a Drider. Ugh. Spoilers. Yes, Castellan is so good. But Castellan's a very busy person. Barely scratched the surface of the map there. Yeah, the Drider is... Yeah. Not an easy fight, though, that one. Great. Alrighty. Well, thank you for bringing your lovely folks. We will get back into it. We are having a bit of a boss fight with a Death Slard. It's currently flavored, though, as a Death Elemental. No, Castellan, we were just saying you're a very busy guy, which is why you haven't gotten around to the game yet. But yeah, enjoy. It's very, very good. Oh, hi. Yes, Castellan. I don't know if Meeples and Dragon know who Castellan is, but Castellan is very well acquainted with their lovely, lovely products, because he was the one who directed the video, is all their adverts. Yeah. That's the thing.
And I found out recently, I know a bunch of people who are in those adverts.
Yes.
I am not shocked at all.
They were all LARPers, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty, let's get back into it. Cash, I believe it is your turn.
Cool. I can do aid again at 2nd level, which is a 5-point boost. Would that be worth it for people, or should I just keep shooting?
Kill
it?
the thing, I think.
Okay.
Kill it.
The best
Yeah.
thing to save everybody's hit points at this point is to stop the thing that's hurting everyone.
Okay. Cool.
And also,
spray
every
the
attack you
elbows.
do...
Yeah. Okay.
Also-
I run over here, so I'm no longer like right next to Julio.
Noted.
I am
Cash,
larger than the sphere of a fireball away from Julio.
Cash, if you do multiple instances of damage as well, it might drop the
Fog
gas
cloud.
thing.
Yes.
Good point. All right. Firing some arrows into hopefully it.
Hopefully. Yep.
Yes, that is one. Excellent.
Oof. Yep.
Got some damage.
Yep.
11 plus 11,
22.
22 points. Let's see if we
Nice.
can shoot it again. 21 hit.
Does.
Yeah, great. Awesome.
Just.
Love it.
But yes. Kill them all, Joshy. Yep. I'm working on it.
So that's 15 on the second hit.
Another 15. Whoa, Cash. It's still up, but it's looking. You can see it's through the mist that is like in this jar that you have created basically for it. This magic circle, the mist that swirls around it. It's actually getting thicker because of the number of cuts and grazes on it, where all of its internal fluids aren't fluids; they're more of a sort of grave mist. So this nasty, unhealthy grey-green mist is leaking out of loads of different bits and pieces on it. The physical weapons you're shooting into it appear to be doing as much damage as your flaming damage before, so yeah, just keep on pegging away at it. And next up it is, I will make a couple of con saves. Passes both the flying colours, I'm afraid. It's a 14 and an 18 on the dice. Julio, it is Julio's turn, but Siri very much disapproves. Julio, it is your turn, unless Cash has anything else to do. I would also point out, Cash, that a 20-foot radius sphere would actually still get you and Julio. So you might want to move
that's me
one
yeah.
square further south.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't count.
You said what you wanted to do, and I understood it, but I would just point out to you.
Sure. I can't wait for TPK so that this D&D game, and then for good, we can finally go back to be a Baldur's Gate.
I know, right? It's what we need. So,
Josh, are we doing anything tomorrow night?
yes.
Yes, you're playing D&D with Brendan. Even I know that.
No, that's Sunday.
No, that's Sunday.
That's Sunday.
You said Friday, Brendan. You lied.
Yeah,
Brendan was wrong.
I was wrong.
So first, he offends me by calling me a troglodyte, and second, he lies to me. This imaginary relationship is over.
I was gonna say this is all from.
I hate it when Mum and Dad fight.
Oh God.
My point was, if neither of us are
Worst
busy doing
boyfriend.
anything else tomorrow night, we could go play Baldur's Gate.
What's
fake
non-boyfriend?
We are going to Rhythm of the Mind's house for dinner.
That's it. I knew we were doing something.
Yeah.
Saturday, maybe. We'll see.
Maybe
guys.
Saturday. We will see. I will have been pirate all morning. All right.
You need to unwind by
Julio.
looting, murdering, and seducing NPCs.
Absolutely.
All right. So I will go
Fuck 'em
into
up.
the cloud. Stinky,
Yes.
stinky cloud.
Roll me a con save, please.
Uh-huh. I shall. Con
Roll
save.
some d8s.
16?
Do you have anything you can add to it?
Isn't it DC 16?
It is.
Didn't we
I
just
was trying to
fucking learn
provoke
that, you
I was trying to provoke.
Okay. So I pass.
You do. 20.
How much do I get?
29 halved to 14. It was a lot. Yeah.
Oh.
Really sad I
Yeah,
didn't do
that's-
that to Brendan. Yep.
Yeah, that was not great. Okay. Well, I'll take the damage and I'll shank it real good with my Susan's Very Well dagger.
Love it.
Yeah, hopefully I hit.
Hopefully.
Yes, I do.
You
27.
do, in fact,
yeah.
hit. Yeah. Take care, Castellan.
Sweet.
Ooh,
Good luck,
location
Barbara.
recce.
May it be productive.
Hell yeah, man. I'm up for it. Let's do it.
Okay, 16 radiant damage.
16 radium. Oh.
And I'll shank it again.
Let's just make that con save quickly. Passes. Sorry.
Motherfucker!
Okay, that's fine.
Hits. Hits.
That's fine! 6!
6.
Okay.
Julio.
Is he alive? Yeah.
How do you do this?
Yes,
3.
okay.
You did 3 damage with the rapier, which is the number you needed.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah, Julio knows that this creature has taunted him before to come in, and when his turn starts, Julio just exhales and very slowly walks into the poisonous mist. And as it starts like sizzling away at Julio's fur, and his eyes water, he still quietly comes over, and as the thing is busy attacking Ereq, Julio just has both the dagger and the rapier in his hands and pushes them into its back.
And as it makes this hissing, gargling noise, its form very rapidly reduces to a gloopy ooze, and it just goes back to that puddle, that goop that you removed from Aria's chest, and it just returns and drops to the floor in a puddle. However, its face is still sort of there. Its eyes, glassy and white, glaring up at you. A vague impression of a mouth slowly sort of forms into a smile as it looks up at you, but it is very much incapacitated. The fog cloud fades away, and you are left standing in a magic circle because it's still in there. But the bed and those on it, around it, in it, have managed to get basically to the doorway, but the bed is actually too wide on its feet to go through the door. So they basically just formed a sort of phalanx around the foot of the bed to protect its occupant, who is...
The Shadow Malts, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most feared families in the realms. Can't figure out they can't move a door, a bed through a door.
They were really just trying to get her as far away from the thing as they could.
No. The tree won't part the doorway for them out of respect.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, that's definitely what happens. It doesn't, because we are back. We are out of turn order. So yes, very nice, Julio. Yeah, good job.
Is the Winter Blossom still around?
The spear of the yes, it very much is.
I want to rush over to it and grab it and murder this puddle.
I love it.
It's a
Puddle murder.
Ereq. Maybe we should set it on fire. You love setting things on fire.
Looks not unlike tar.
You didn't say that. Yeah, no, I'm gonna, start to... I don't know if I can lift the thing myself, but I'm going to start holding it over.
You were the one who made
I'll
most
help.
of the physical effort in the stabbing of it in the first place. So yeah, you do that. You manage to get the thing up off the ground and bring it down into the center of this thing. It's not hard to spot. It's you stab it just as you go raise it to above your heads to bring it down. It goes, "Why deny?"
Hit it harder.
And there you bring it down into it, spearing this thing down into it. Ereq, can you roll me? In fact, let's have all three of you roll me 2d8s each. This is radiant damage that you are doing to it.
9 from me.
9. 14.
14 from me.
23.
Mine is lagging quite a bit, so give me a little time.
That's all right.
Oh,
Is yours
boy,
doing the
oh, boy.
slow motion dice thing?
No, it didn't do. Oh, max damage 16.
Oof.
Nice.
Alrighty, yeah. Ereq, this is very fortunate. Basically, what happens is you bring the spear down into it, and it starts leeching up into the spear, and then the energy of the spear itself makes this puddle glow. And it starts glowing from the inside, and then it leeches into the whole thing just leeches up into this spear tip that you made out of the Winter Blossom stem, and then the stem itself withers and curls like a branch that is been put into a flame. You know how they sort of curl up in around them on themselves, and it withers away in your hands to nothing. And both the ooze thing and the Winter Blossom spear are gone.
Is there anything left of the ooze?
No. But there is a nasty patch on the ground where this death magic was touching the tree. The bark is scabbed and cracked like acid was poured on it. The magic circle is still up as well, unless Kesh wants to dispel it. I think it lasts for an hour and it's not concentration, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like
well
to...
done. Says
I would
Iari.
like to use Druidcraft to maybe like patch the scar on Alderheart a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. What would you do?
I would just put my little paws onto the scarred part and start casting Druidcraft to like weave with little weeds together like a little net to connect them. So like, you know how like a scar is created with a little bit of thread. So
Yep.
the tissues start to connect a little bit.
Love it.
And I'll whisper to Aldehyde,
Thank you.
Yeah. You get back a sense of approval. Cool. Excellent. August walks over to you, Ereq, and claps you on the shoulder and says, "Well done. That was very impressive."
I'm gonna collapse into him.
Sure. He catches you and sort of takes your weight, and says, "Oh, goodness. Took a bit out of you, did it, lad?" And he's trying to be jovial and, like... But you... your passive insight is enough to get that he is worried about you. Sort of like oh shit, I thought he was a big tough hero. I saw him just do some big tough hero shit, but apparently that took a lot out of him. And yeah, he sort of helps you to a seated position on a log.
I'm looking at Mum.
She's breathing better now. And Iari is like fussing over her. She has sent Gabby off for fresh towels and bandages, which she is now applying, as well as a decent dose of magic to patch the wounds. However, your mother has colour in her cheeks now. She is not at death's door.
With what energy I have left, I want to cast Healing Spirit on my mother.
Yep, cool. That's an area effect around it, isn't it? That's everybody near it gets healed.
Everyone who goes into its area, but
Yeah.
I will be casting it on area. And so, yeah, will just be her.
Well,
Ash might limp over and
yeah,
get healed a bit.
because you guys know this because it looks like the bonfire made of feathers, right?
Yeah.
So you've seen this before, you know its effect. And your father, August, actually, Ereq, helps you to the bed to prop you up next to your mother. Her wounds are knitting closed within this blaze of healing light. She will not be on her feet soon, but she is recovering, and she is no longer near. She is no longer in danger. But he pops you down onto the bed next to her, and her eyes flutter open, and she looks at you. She says, "I had such terrible dreams. I could only see shadows and darkness. I felt like something was eating me."
Those nightmares are over now, Mother.
"Yes, I know. You got rid of the thing. Well done." And she pats you very weakly on the knee. "It was silly of you, though. I don't want you doing that again for me, okay? You're important, too."
And Kesha's got to pipe up from where she's kind of sitting on the floor in the healing circle. In his defense, that's not the dumbest thing he's ever done.
And August chuckles and says, "Well, I'm actually curious to hear the grand tale of your adventures. I hope one day you can be prevailed upon to tell it." And Iari says, "Yes, I'm sure it'll be a grand tale. We have a wood to save, I think. Yes? You definitely held up your end of the bargain. Can you all make me perception checks, please?"
Perception checks.
Perceiving.
Perceiving nothing.
Oh, crit.
Yeah.
24
Kesh.
for me.
Kesh, it's a very...
Being repeatedly singed has heightened my senses.
Yeah, so this bed is sort of partially blocking the door. So the appearance of Ben Aseridan's head over the bed head comes as a bit of a surprise to everybody other than Kesh, who did hear some footsteps coming up the stairs behind it. And Gabby sort of heads up, incoming, and less than 3 seconds later, Ben Aseridan sticks her head in and says, "Kesh, this is most impressive.
Oh,
Is
hello.
everything okay?
Oh,
There
we're
were
good.
sounds of fighting."
Just killing a death parasite thing. It's dead. We're all alive.
Good.
It's been a long, long day.
This is good. And Iari says, "Well, actually, that's good that you're here. We can discuss the next move." Yes.
If I may make a suggestion, we heard when we arrived back earlier, there was a candidate from the Roots who seemed to be starting to pick up some momentum. A man named Privet, who had been dissuaded from running, but perhaps he could use a more official endorsement.
And then you hear a voice, "And I'd be glad to provide it." And Beta sticks her head up above the bed head. I imagine at this point, August and a couple of the others sort of gently move the bed so that people can enter the frickin' room. The healing spirit ends. Aria's eyes flutter closed, and Iari shoos you all away from the bed. Ereq, having been perked up a little bit, is assisted by August to the comfy seating area that you created in the upper level. Yes, the party repairs up there. Beta, Mentax, and Viscar have accompanied Ben Aseridan. So you have 3 of the 5 members of the Alderheart Council, or a voting majority, plus the general of the Wildwood Brigade and its second in command, and the Irish
It'd be
Shadow
terrible
Mob.
if we got nuked right now.
It would,
that would be bad.
It would be absolutely awful if you hadn't
And
killed that
then
death slug, and then it
they all
reanimated.
died.
Yeah. Yeah, more fog clouds starts leaking out of the plate. No. Iari says, "Well, Beta, interesting to find ourselves on the same side for once, my dear. Although I have a nasty suspicion that creature that these 3 just killed was intended to keep me on the straight and narrow."
Thank goodness we've removed that particular impediment.
Well, quite. So, what's the go? I can lend my voice to anything that you want to say, but I'm not powerful enough on my own. I'm not even a sitting council member, and these 3 are. What do we do? There will be a lot of perch guard trying to stop you get to the main council chambers. Now, as I understand it, this area can be used to sneak people pretty close to that, but not all the way.
What's
Kish.
the current narrative? The last I remember hearing, these 3 were supposedly kidnapped. So what effect do we think it would have if they were to just turn up?
Ben Aseridan would chime in with this and says, "Our contacts say that the narrative has changed, that these 3 have turned traitor against the wood."
Right.
To a degree, however, that is legally not really possible. They are the voting majority, so anything they say is law. But That is first what you have to convince the people who remained in the older hut to believe.
Which are now mostly bird folk.
A good percentage, yes. And those that are not are too frightened to speak up, like this privet. Though that would be a good place to start. We need at least 2 new council members, and I believe that privet was a hedge. A fascinating development. A first humble folk on the council, a hedge.
Right.
You would
Well,
also
let's
be
not
a
rush.
strong candidate, General, says Beta. And again, passive insight is more than enough to tell that that Spencer Saradin doesn't like this idea.
Yeah.
Just both Her and Cash going, we don't want to be on the council.
Benna looks at you with sympathy in her eyes, Cash, and says, personally, I actually believe Cash would be a better choice. I am a military woman. I do not know the ways of this city. Cash clearly does.
Wow. Thrown under the
There's
bus.
always that fellow Kral.
I think this
No.
would be a very poor idea, with the best will in the world.
Yeah,
if
put
if
Kral
I am
on the
unsuitable,
council.
if I am unsuitable due to my military standing, Kral. If Kral had had his way, you would be looking at a second cult, but this one humble folk. Though I don't think he would make up some false deity to justify his actions, merely the actions of the bird folk. Which is something we are trying to... actually, it wouldn't be B2 who said it. It would be Mentax. Which would be something we are trying to resolve. I think we are going to need to go in stronger than just, we're back. I think legislation needs to be proposed. Changes. Voted on there and then. Their solutions will be a remaining of the status quo, possibly a lifting up of the bird folk. We need to get voters on the streets. We need to get humble folk there. We've brought a fair few with us. And Benna says half of the brigade is outside the city.
Oh, good.
Though I am uncertain exactly what voting privileges a serving member of the military possesses.
Can I propose something?
Please.
Please.
We definitely need the humble folk that you brought, but we also need to bolster the spirits of people within the city, especially in the root system. They, I feel like they're way too afraid to even go to the top to vote now, which I think we need to amend. We need to, I think, bring them to the Alderheart Temple in the root system, Privet especially, and all the people who follow him. We need to tell them what's going on, because the more people know about the truth, the better it is for us. Currently, we are under the guise of secrecy, which unfortunately lends the people at the top more power because we seem suspicious. While we do that, and Julio will turn to Ereq's grandma, you are still under the guise of following the cult, right? I think it is time for you to go to them and, well, prepare for the talks on their side. We'll continue talking to you through magical means, of course, but we need to know what they are planning for tomorrow, other than having a bunch of purge cards.
Agreed. Yes. Very well. So you need information. I would appreciate a guard. And there's one that we could get in there very easily. My word counts for a lot. And she looks at Ereq.
Makes sense. Ereq?
Would you turn?
It seems I've been doing a lot of that recently, so this probably wouldn't be too out of place.
Very well. I mean, Bishop Blood, who needs a council, right? Cash. Just the ass queen.
Cash for president.
Yeah.
Ash just wants to go hunt baddies in the woods.
Cashident.
Cashident. Yes, Cashident. I, for one, welcome our new Lord and Saviour, Cash. Cool.
Don't blame me, I voted for Ereq.
Yeah, exactly. I voted for the Tar Lord. Viscar says, I'm sorry, you've lost me a little. There's a temple in the roots? Not as that
yes.
I'm aware of.
Well, it wasn't very what's the word
Well
I'm looking for?
maintained.
Thank you. Yes, that's a tactful way of putting it.
Ah, an old one. Right. I see.
Yes.
I can send someone to reconsecrate it, if you like.
Yes, please. That would be good. We need to show the people in the root system that this is not only humble.
Oh,
Fucking
I
cat.
think your cat just muted you.
Mike again.
We need to show people in the roots that this is humble folk and berg folk working together. We need to show that we are committed to this. Otherwise, it's gonna be us against them again, and we cannot allow that.
To that end, perhaps, Julio, you would want to join in this consecration.
Yes, very much so. And I would like the light bearer to be there as well. He was sustaining the temple and keeping it up as much as he could in these years, which is very commendable. We need people like him.
Sure. The other thing I think we will need is peace to be kept. If this devolves to bloodshed, then all is lost. There has not been war within the Old Hut since its founding. I would not break that track record now. So, Cash, if you don't want to stand for council, I will not blame you. But instead, perhaps, we act as a counter to the Perch Guard. Your troops, our troops, get out on the streets. War is not officially declared. You show enough force, they will back down. No one wants to be the one to start things. If we show up with the council members under their auspice, the Perch Guard mostly are not corrupt, just misled. So, if we are going loud, then we need to go loud. The brigade will be on the streets protecting the people, bird folk and humble folk. This will force the Perch Guard to do the same. Or look like the aggressors, which they cannot afford to do. They have the moral high ground that has always been their point. They cannot be the ones to start things. They will be trying to provoke us, but we must not be provoked. Which is why I think we will need you out on the street, Kesh.
I'm happy to be present and involved. I just don't know if I'm counselor material.
Peter says, that's why you absolutely are. Yes. Only the ones who really deserve it are the ones who don't want it. It's the problem with democracy. However, we can't
Well,
force
Peter
it.
doesn't want to either. Sorry,
You mean Banner? Yeah.
Banner doesn't want to either.
Let us not throw each other under the cart, Gesh.
Nils Wintervale, did he get to you
He did.
safely? Where
He is
does
still
he sit
working
all of this?
He is working with Shyla back at the crest. I have not demoted him. He is still a major. He is junior to her in date of commission, So, he is her junior officer. To his own knowledge, he is a loyal Wildwood Brigadier. He had received no further information. We checked quite thoroughly. He was upset about the way things went down, which I think is fair. But he is a loyal man. His father, on the other hand, I think will be most displeased. But he is not with me.
I
would not like to test his loyalties.
When she says his father wouldn't be pleased, I'm gonna kind of take a side glance at Granny.
Granny says, no, I imagine he would not be. He is, I mean, I'm sure you've figured that out, very high up in the cult, yes.
It wasn't, it was less about wanting her opinion, and it was more about, there's been a bit of that going around recently.
Yeah. Right. Well, I think we've got a plan of action. So, 3 teams. Ereq and I will infiltrate the cult, find out what they're planning on doing, and do what we can about it to stop it. Master Switchgear will head down into the roots and rally the humble folk to our cause, while Major Glitterweave and General Ceridon lead the Brigadiers and in the protection of the people and the keeping of the peace. And
So are
the
we
goal
kind
is
of acting as... Sorry, you finish.
The goal being to gather as many people as we can and not exclude bird folk. We cannot exclude bird folk, but bring as many humble folk as we can to balance the scales, as it were. I would suggest we send messages to all the nearby settlements, the ones that people could walk here from in under half a day. Send them now. Send a pigeon or something send a bee out to your waiting brigadiers, General, and dispatch messages to all the nearby villages, the refugee camp, and so forth. Bring them.
Where are the tenders? I know they like to stay out of politics, but I'm sure they have something to say about everything.
Havel remained at the crest. Many of the refugees headed there, and they required a lot of medicine. Much of the tenders are still at the crest. But a few have returned with us. Not enough to make a meaningful voting difference, however. But then that was never going to be... The tenders, Ereq, number no more than 100 total in the wood. Yeah. It's not a large order. And the humble shall inherit the wood. Messiah Glitterweave 2023. I love it. Very well. I think then we have a plan, says Peter. We, the 3 of us, she looks at her fellow council members, will divide ourselves between groups of brigadiers, leading the charge, speaking the peace. Viscar chimes in and says, I believe I was going with Master Switchgear down to the roots. I shall lend my assistance there. I shall then accompany Major Glitterweave, says Viscar. I believe she is fully capable of keeping me safe.
Maybe after a bit of a snooze.
I don't think we have time.
Oh.
It is dawning. It is dawn.
Can this conversation be short rest?
You can have a short, but you can't get along.
Yes.
How many hit points did Eric's handy dandy get back?
None, because it all would have gone to Mum. But I was waiting for an opportunity to cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds on Kesh.
Thank you.
If it changes anything at all, Ereq, that thing can generate like 10d6s worth of healing, can't it?
6d6.
66. Because she would be able to absorb no more than 15 hit points.
I was casting it for Mum.
Okay. Noted. Like a lot of it would just go into making her better, so that's fine. Cash gets 11.
Plus another number. Hold on, I'll find that for you.
Sorry, 11?
No.
A little bit more than that.
I wanted to say
16.
17. 16. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. As you are having a short rest, patching yourselves up, a few of your brigadiers, Cash, come in, and basically it's medics hooking you up. Basically, you're all preparing to do all the things that you all suggested. Everything sort of erupts into a hive of activity. Benna gives a bunch of orders. You guys are all sort of just patched up. But, Cash, I'm going to let your original perception check for hearing carry through. You hear a commotion coming from the other exit, the door that leads into the tunnels that go further up the tree. You hear a commotion as a badly wounded Spencer, Lieutenant Spencer Diaz, with a huge gash down his left-hand side. He has been cut from from clavicle to hip. He is badly injured, badly wounded, holding bits of himself inside as he staggers in, a fellow brigadier sort of supporting him. And he says, "I have to see the Major! I have to warn her!" And collapses.
Oh my god.
And I think we'll leave it there.
What do you do there? Can you like quickly shout what he wants to say?
He loses consciousness. He passes
how
out
convenient.
as he staggers in. And yeah, I think we'll leave it there. You'll have to come back next week for the finale. For a
I thought this was the finale.
no, this is the semi-final. This is the semi-final.
God.
This is the penultimate episode, not the ultimate. Yeah.
Well, just for the record, I rolled a couple of hit dice for my short rest. So I'm back to 50 out of 67. So
Okay.
I'm okay.
And you actually have
And I
77. You
Sorry?
have 77 because you have 77 because of aid.
Oh yes, my max is 77, but I haven't
Yeah.
healed all the way.
No.
I can go up to 77. But
Yeah. I know, that's the point I was making. Cool. Yeah, you can all roll as many hit dice as you like. You
I had
regain
to
all
roll
the things.
all of mine.
Yeah. Are you back to full?
No.
No. Yeah. Cool. Excellent. That was the point of that fight. Excellent. Cool. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. That's a week that guy is trying to hold in his guts. Exactly. Yeah, look, he'll be fine.
there's a whole bunch of fucking wizards around.
There
One
is
of them will...
yeah, I'm sure someone will get him. Yeah. He's not going to die. It was dramatic. That's all.
Oh, it's very dramatic. Cash is
Fine.
like, "Ah!"
He's fine adjacent. Yeah. Okay, glorious. Well, guys, we're going to do what we like to do at the end of our streams now. We're going to do our favorite moments, where we go through the session that was and talk about how all the great things that everybody did and compliment people, because it's really nice. And Dreaded GM rated us, so it's deeply appropriate because this is where we stole it from. So, guys, who would like to go first? Let's have a Shanahos. Can you roll me a D4 in chat, please? Exclamation mark, roll space, the number 4. I think we all know when Josh says to someone they're fine. Yeah, absolutely. Wow, Daria,
Look,
can't
even
wait
if
to
he's
get out of
fine,
here. A
he's
4.
probably-
It's my
Traumatized
cat.
That's a Brendan. We are talking about Brendan first. Favorite Ereq moments. Oh, the
Little
little
terrorist.
Goomba. She's so grumpy. Feed me,
She wants
mother.
attention.
Yeah. Favorite Brendan moments
I'll
first.
mute
Favorite
you
Ereq.
again.
I have a favorite moment for
please do.
sure. It's when Ereq is like turning into a mantis and stepping in to fight that thing, essentially one-on-one, because we're being smart and staying in at a distance. And he's like, "Yes, someone needs to draw its eye." It was very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that was very cool.
That was my favorite moment as well. So stolen.
I liked slumping into Dad.
That was...
Yeah. Because he still had like a quarter of his hit points. He was okay. But it was I didn't feel like it was done for dramatic effect. I thought it was really good. It was a really interesting choice. Because I feel like Ereq has not gone to his father for comfort in a long time. And yeah, it was really interesting. All the healing into Mama was also very interesting, Bishop Blood. Yeah. I loved that idea. And yeah, all of Erek's interactions with his family this session and generally this season have been fascinating. Just seeing how this very cold, austere family semi-functions. Yeah, been very interesting. Favorite stuff?
Yeah, I think it was kind of a shared one with you, Josh, but it was you asking me what Iari's magic looked like.
Oh, yeah.
And getting the chance to describe that as this feather dart, which is similar to how Ereq's magic has been. And you kind of adding on, it's not warm, but it's cool and focusing because your family doesn't express warmth very much. So yeah, that
I
was,
also really liked kind of your attack strategy because you were trying to like tangle it up and like you were attacking on multiple fronts. I respect the hustle.
Druids take a while to get like they just stack. Right, I'm ready. Turns into Mantis, goes in like, now just hit me because this is my job. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to make you hurt you. Yeah. It was well played. I liked it. Yeah, very smart way to play. And it's what the party needed because Ereq is the tank. Ereq is the meat shield.
That's so bizarre.
Look, it kind of tracks. Like, he just has so many spare hit points from wild shapes. Yeah, cool. Glorious. Brendan, you've said your favorite stuff. Well, I think we can talk about somebody else now. God dang it, Bennett. Yeah, where's Bennett gone? Bishop Blood, can you roll us a D3, please, in chat? See who we're talking about next. Behold, her legions of despair! Healing blast. Number 1, that's the DM. Favorite DM moments, guys. Get got.
The fucking ending, you absolute asshole. Can't believe you making us wait for like a week to see what fresh bullshit you cooked up. That was very good.
What fresh bullshit is this? For real though, we need Dan back. Yeah, we do. But Dan is very, very busy boy, and that's fine. And I don't like putting that much pressure on my players. When you vocalize the elemental dying, oh yeah, okay, cool. I'll take that. Thank you.
I've got a couple DM things. Again, it's on that note of seeing Ereq's interactions with his family. Aria's comment of "you're important too" was a nice little succinct evolution in that relationship.
Finding a way to say I am grateful, but I also really would have like in future don't do that. Be the mum that she's supposed to be. Like the mum who wouldn't want her child to sacrifice himself for her sort of thing, but it's really hard because she's also very grateful that he kind of almost did. But didn't.
Hasn't thanked Kesh or Julio for their sacrifices.
Well, look,
yet.
she's barely conscious. Leave her alone. And heck, she's also a shadow mod. She might be an absolute bitch.
It's like we had to talk a sentient plant into dying for you.
Yeah, I know, and she needs to say thank you to its children. Maybe, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people she needs to thank. There's a fairy in the plane of life that probably deserves a thank you as well, and at least one sheep friend.
That's definitely not a mimic.
Definitely a sheep, not a mimic. No, not mimic. Karen, favorite DM moment?
Oh man, all those area attacks. Me thinking I'm so smart, trapping it in the magic
was a really
circle.
good idea. It would have been much nastier if it had been up in your grills.
You're just fireballing us repeatedly and just clouds of toxic fumes.
Yeah.
Stagger around getting burnt and poisoned. No weapon that's got a magical effect that actually hurts it, you know.
Yeah. One. Radiant worked. It was resistant to coal, by the way.
Oh, me personally doesn't have
Oh,
anything.
sure. Yeah, look.
I can't do radiant damage.
Yeah. It's a death slot. It's resistant to almost everything.
Out of curiosity, if you hit it with necrotic damage, would it just nothing happen? Or would
it is only
become
resistant.
Stronger?
Actually, it is resistant to necrotic. So you could have hurt it with necrotic damage, but it would have just been halved. Yeah. They're fairly beefy things.
Yeah.
And I've
And
been
after
wanting
it
to throw
threw
one at
my
you for a
fire
while.
back at me, I didn't want to give it anything else it could throw back at me.
I've actually got a second Brendan one now, I've come to think of it. Stab in the fucking ooze. That was smart as heck, because you avoided a second part of that boss fight.
Oh, really?
It was going to turn into a black pudding.
Okay.
Nah.
I was going to give it a minute. I was going to let you talk to it if you wanted to. Its face was there. You could have asked it its questions. Well, why? Who summoned it? But you didn't. You just stabbed it. I'm like, fair, valid. And I just set an arbitrary amount of damage you had to do to destroy it in my head. I set 40, I think, and you nailed it. So yeah,
nice.
yeah. I gave it. You had to basically kill it. Deal all of its hit points in one blow, but it was vulnerable to radiant damage. So I think you needed 42, and it was like exactly what you got. So yeah, you killed it in one blow.
It was
Always double tap, yeah, Bishop Blood.
yeah. Look, it was this semi-sentient ooze with this face, and after everything it had done, like
fucking kill it.
Yeah, Ereq is a kill things first and ask questions later kind of guy. So as soon as I saw that it had a face,
You really need
Ereq
to
just walked away, come back.
No.
Ereq needs to speak with Dead so we can, utilize this strategy to its full potential.
Now that I killed you, what were you going to say?
Hi, you're dead now. I have some questions.
We do have some questions. Thank you for indicating that you were prepared to speak.
You hijacked your own favorite moments with one of mine, so I'm going to give you another one. The end with all the fucking NPCs coming in and then running a conversation with like 7 of them. NPCs having conversation with each other, even when there's 2 of them, is one of my least favorite things as a DM, let alone so many of them.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of respect for that.
Yeah, regretted that almost as soon as it started. I was like, oh yeah, that's why I don't do this. Yeah, no,
But
that was
it was
fun.
very easy to follow, actually. Like, that was good because you had distinct voices and distinct opinions, which made it very simple to actually understand who is doing what.
I was like, oh, I feel like I should be saying more to help you out, but I'm like, Kesh is actually like outranked by everybody. Right now.
But also they would, if Kesh had something to say, they would all fucking listen. Kesh has saved literally every single one of them at least once.
Yeah, like she's aware that they would listen to her, but she's also like,
I'm
I'm
so
meant
out
to
of
be
my
taking
depth.
orders from all of you guys, and you're like, hey Kesh, do you want to like be our leader? And she's like, what?
Yeah.
I was going to say,
no,
if Kesh
I take
decided
pointy thing. I stab other things.
if Kesh decided to sit on the council, she would no longer be outranked by all these people.
Yeah. My favorite me moment was distilling down what your plan was, because that's why I wanted to end this session at this point, so that I could know what you wanted to do next, so that I could plan ways to fuck with it. But
we should change our minds by next week.
Super, don't do that, please. God, do not do that.
We've been assigned NPCs to keep us on the straight and narrow.
Yeah. So yeah, I quite liked working out the way to make your plan and make it interesting as well, because it's going to be a fun one. You're all going to have to overcome individual different challenges. I think it's going to be a really interesting session, because you know me, I like to have a big boss battle, but that's not the big event. That's that's how we sort that problem. Now we can get to the actual social interaction boss fight.
The only way for us to top last season's finale is for each of us to speak to our own god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. That
How
was.
many hit points does the council have?
None of the councillors are particularly beefy. I think Beta is a 3rd level wizard. So yeah. Somewhere in the region
in a
of
pinch
20.
we can just,
stand behind them. Not ideal.
cut the head off the
kill
snake.
Sobel.
Oh, you mean Sobel and Sobel and Aramar? They would be
Oh no,
statted
not
out
the
as.
ones on our side. No,
Right.
the ones we don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sobel and
I'm not telling you how tough they are. Cool. Yeah. Glorious. Well, thank you very
backed
much.
into a corner.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they are birds in a tree. You can't really. But yeah. Sure, great. Well, thank you very
Break
much
your
for my
wings,
favourite
you
moments.
bastard.
Let's have a D2 in chat, please, to see whether or not we talk about Tree Pope or God King Julio. Tree
That's the
Pope
same thing.
Julio or God King Kesh.
Cheshire.
For me.
Keshadon. It's a 1. That's that is the Tree Pope.
Tree Pope.
I am going to start off here. I really liked Julio. Kind of took the lead, actually. Just like, that's a good idea. But we also need to get the people involved. And actually, it was a really good point and sort of started the conversation going. And it was a really good, it was a very Julio thing to say. It was a really good thing to say. We need to get Shayax in on that, mentioning Privet, whoever did that. It was all really, really good, and I thought it started the conversation, and it was a new thing for Julio. Julio often sort of fades into the background when important people are talking. Julio doesn't, but Julio is an important person now, and is starting to be that person, which is cool to see, really interesting to see.
I'm really
I think-
enjoying the fact that we have like the niches of power that everyone has, and Julio's is very much the people, like the people on the streets.
common folk.
Which is
Yep.
good.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
thinking if Julio gets a coat of arms, it should include a hash brown and a Winterblossom.
A Winterblossom crossed over a hash brown. It's like a sword and shield. Yes.
Nice.
With the older heart in the background.
Yeah.
Upon a tree rampant. Yeah. Yeah. Favorite Julio moments.
Julio was like, Julio kind of got to like watching Julio in the fight reminded me of why I like fighting as a rogue, because you can just like slide on in there, stabby stab, slide
And then
back out
fuck
again.
right off again. Yeah.
It's really like, and it's a great mental image given how big and gross and horrible this thing was. It's throwing fireballs, but Julio can just slide on in there, stabby stab, and then back out again. It was fun to watch Julio navigate the fight and take down the beastie in the end as well.
Fun thing.
Double stab to the back.
My intention when it turned invisible was next turn it was going to cast Plane Shift.
Rough.
It would have been it needed to make a charisma save, but I had a DM advantage, so to get the fuck out of there, it would have then immediately reappeared not in the circle. That was my intent.
Interesting.
I was like, wait, there is a way to get out. Hey, but yeah, I didn't get to
Joke's
do
on it. I can cast Magic Circle 2 times.
I believe it's a ritual though, isn't it? It takes a little minute.
It's a long one.
It's a casting
Oh,
time
yeah.
of 1 minute. That's why you didn't do it
That's
in a combat one
right.
time. Yeah.
It's no fucking good in
Yeah.
combat.
Yeah.
That's
But-
where
but-
I utilized the shove ability I am now very aware of thanks to Baldur's Gate. Just try and push it into the magic circle.
Fucking shove.
Yeah.
No, get in.
I killed a giant spider by knocking it down a chasm. I then found it in the Underdark later and looted its corpse.
Nice.
All those chasms actually go somewhere, guys.
That's funny. That's interesting.
It's
I
just
Eldritch
a
blasted it
well-made
off.
game.
It's well done.
Well, actually,
yeah.
no, it's got tons of glitches, but it's good time.
Yeah. Sorry, we're talking about Julio. Sorry about that.
I think Julio was the MVP of that combat. I felt very clumsy in that combat of like losing concentration all these times and like whiffing all my spells, but Julio was the constant of like coming in, landing attacks, even if it wasn't always with the dagger, which by the way I mentioned in chat, but for those watching the VOD or whatever, I really love that variable dagger has come across campaigns.
Yeah.
And would love to see it go to Barovia or somewhere else. But yeah, Julio as the rogue just felt very consistent of like not even needing to worry about getting reacted upon. It was very cool. And then
That's
getting the
Swashbuckler.
well-deserved final kill.
Yeah, fucking swashbuckler.
It's
It's
actually
very good.
It's really appropriate that the Tree Pope slayed the death elemental in the heart of the Elder
And
Heart.
did it with a mundane weapon.
Cinematic.
Hey, Julio. Can you roll
Yes.
me an Arcana or Religion?
Arcana or religion, both not proficient with, but let's give it a go.
Wait, you're the
well-
tree pope and you have no proficiency in religion?
Nope, I do not. I do
12.
not.
Don't worry about it then. That's all good.
Oh, motherfucker.
Bastard.
You do have an inspiration.
I do have an inspiration, but I also definitely need inspiration next time. You know what? I will trust the chat to back me up next time.
Yeah.
I
You
hope
burn
that
that
doesn't.
inspiration.
Yeah, I'm
Hope
gonna
this
burn
decision
it.
doesn't burn you.
And
Julio. The rapier with which you slew the Death Slard, you notice there is a small little trickle of black ichor dripping off the tip. This weapon now deals an additional 1 necrotic damage.
1.
1.
and Crisp and Crunch just touch it back.
Thank you.
Fucking
Thank you.
Bother removing it then. Yeah, there you go.
I
I
will.
was
I
just
will
gonna say, you
call
don't
it-
even have to.
I will call it a rapier of slard slaying.
Yeah. It's not a massive buff, but that's kind of neat.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, go.
It gives the weapon a history.
Yeah. Crispin has just burned all of their channel points by the looks of it in the last session. I'm like, hey man, that's what they're there for. Alrighty. Karen. Daria, favorite self?
Well, aside from receiving the Slad Slayer rapier, that's pretty cool. I think I just enjoy the overall like arc that Julio has went on. And the thing is, like as you mentioned, like when we started the campaign with Julio, it was very much, oh, all of these people are very cool, and I'm just kind of there, like their friend with a rapier. Oh boy! But
This is my
story
stabbing
has.
friend.
Yeah, this is a friend for stabbing. Yeah, but the story evolved in such a way that he has really come into understanding what he brings, and although like all of these people are much more like experts in their fields and have like high stations, he has like the power to persuade and the power to like talk to them on the same level, because he really believes in like giving power to people. And I really enjoy like him always thinking about things from the side of the common folk, which is kind of like why he went on the fucking chaos initiative with just like pamphlets and bullshit. He always thinks about, okay, how does this involve the common folk? And I really appreciate that. I think that's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Glorious. Thank you very much. Alrighty, well, that leaves us to talk about the God Queen herself, Kesh Glitterweave. Karen, favorite moments?
The fucking slaying little saying for Ereq, like, oh, don't worry, this is not the worst thing he has ever done. He's done much dumber shit. That was very good.
That was mine as well.
Yeah.
Don't worry, this isn't the stupidest thing he's done. In his defense, this is not the stupidest thing he's
Like,
done.
honestly, when he said he was about to do something really stupid, I was genuinely worried. And then apparently that was just turn
like,
into
by
giant hands
your-
and jump on it. And I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, this is fine.
Honestly, Steve, I thought it's gonna be much worse. And he's like, oh, he's just a mantis, cool.
It's like, that's not stupid, that's relative, that's brave. It's like,
Like, it's
when
a little
Ereq
bit
thinks
stupid
something is
because he's in a
stupid, that-
cylinder of poison gas, but you
Well,
know.
Yeah.
look, it wasn't incredibly smart, but it wasn't the stupidest thing you could have done. Have you been asleep under there the whole time? Looks like she's been sleeping in her bed under the chair that is next to me, rather than in her bed on the chair that is next to me. Okay, that's fine. Silly dog. I liked Kesh's reaction to being thrown under the bus by General Sheridan, and trying to turn it back around on her, and like, no, fuck you. You should be the God Queen. I love.
Where's Captain Esticle?
Do not give Shen Esticle any more power than he already has. That man is not going to be made a major for a very good reason.
But it'd be so much fun.
You know, he will be a crime lord if you give him any more power than he already has. He already runs a serious racket.
I was going to say, what do you mean he will be a crime
Yeah,
lord?
well, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
he's
he's
kind of
already
already-
Jabba the Hutt level. I love Kesh and Benna's relationship because we haven't had a lot of them together. But Kesh plays a familiarity with Benna that Karen does not actually really possess, which is really cool. Because Kesh would know Benna much better than Karen does. And it's really well acted for somebody who doesn't have that relationship. Very good. Brendan?
Yeah, mine was piggybacking on with Darius.
Yes, and Ereq.
Yeah, but also a honorable mention goes to Karen really having because like Rangers can be complex, particularly when they have like all these different bonus action things, and Karen straight away first turn being like Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
I remember
and-
that.
But like all throughout the combat, it felt like you were really paying attention and adapting to the combat, like noticing, even though it was just like a thematic thing of the Slard catching the fire arrow and then returning it, you adapting to that stuff was very cool.
I liked it as well because it kind of gives the feeling, and I love it about Kesh, that she often acts like she is so out of her depth and is just dealing with it. It's drawing conclusions, not necessarily correct ones. So it's ditching the meta knowledge that no, it just can do that, and living in the moment and being Kesh in the moment on the ground, looking at it and going, "Fuck, I don't want that to happen again," deciding to not do that again. And as Bishop Blood, Kesh realizing her bow just doesn't work very well in this situation was very cool to see. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Karen,
I also
favourite self?
I wasn't sure whether you'd be able to do that reaction where you threw the fire back every time.
Oh, I
It's just
totally
like-
could. Yeah, no, it's a fireball.
Yeah,
It's-
I was just like, I am not sure if this is something you can only do like, a couple of times, or whether if I shoot you with fire every time it's gonna come back at me. And then it was just like,
Well,
oh.
mechanically, it could have just done it regardless, right? It didn't
Yeah.
need to be.
it had a bonus action. It's legendary action. It could either make a claw attack or a firebolt.
Yeah. Because and I'm like, in Kesh's mind, well, it's a death thing, so why even bother trying to hit it with necrotic
No.
energy?
Yeah.
Makes total sense, and yeah,
Even though metal, it probably might do something.
Yeah.
Like it's unusual
I-
for them to be completely resistant.
At a meta level, I think I thought that was a good choice to not try necrotic, because
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought it probably would have absorbed it as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
at very best, it wouldn't have done any more damage than fire did. So yeah, it made sense to not
Yeah.
even bother trying.
On a character level, I'm just like, well, I'm not 100% sure. Kesh wouldn't risk it.
And as Bishop Blood says, chronologically, it hasn't been that long since Kesh was caught stealing and the A-Team let her go. And now she's here. Damn, she works fast. Like, I bet she would have imposter syndrome considering the speed. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she was...
Like, you should be on the council. I'm like,
She was
I'm
a
not reformed criminal.
line soldier in the Bandit Coalition. She didn't have a rank. She was a sort of defector from the Bandit Coalition. She was kind of not really working for them when she was caught stealing by the... Well, not actually by the A-Team. She went to Kesh. She went to Trish in episode 2 of Humblewood and asked her to help her steal from some local worthy down in Winnowing Reach. And Trish, interestingly, said no, which I did not expect her to. Kesh then went and got caught because she didn't have Trish to help her, and the guys sprung her from prison the following day and got her to help them kill a bunch of slimes, which sort of work off her debt to society a little bit, and then were charged to take her to Alderheart for imprisonment, which they totally did. Kesh slipped her bonds that night and escaped and never was seen again. And then at the end of season 1 of Flocks and Fire saved them, well, assisted them in their fight against Kral, and that was what caused Benisaridan to promote her to Major, because she found somebody who she absolutely could rely on in a place where she just didn't know who she could trust, and that's why Kesh got a massive bump in rank. It was only ever intended to be very temporary, and she just wound up being relatively competent and therefore kept the job. But
Like, holy shit, she doesn't suck.
it's been
Let's not fire her.
it's been like
It's a shame she was sacked.
yeah, it's been like 3 months total since
That
Kesh
is
was
crazy.
given the job. She was made a major 3 months ago, and probably a month before that she met the party in the first time. This entire 115 episodes has been in the space of 4 months in the world.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What about this series, Monsters and Magic? How long have we been a group together?
Two of those 4-ish.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, if that. About 8 weeks.
That's
Yeah.
crazy fast.
Yeah.
With how much things have changed.
We've done a lot of bonding in that time.
Yeah. You've got to move fast. to
We've
stop
killed
those
so
cultists.
many gods.
Yeah. It's one
And
a
we'll kill
bit.
more.
Well, that's all of our favorite moments, guys. I think. Thank you. Yeah.
If I can do a totally meta favorite moment, I actually loved that despite getting nearly killed twice.
Yeah.
I never lost concentration on my freaking hunter's hunt.
Dead set.
Yeah.
I also kind of liked seeing Kesh go full magic, because Kesh doesn't cast a lot of spells.
Yeah, I don't use my spells a lot, and I actually got to use like a whole bunch of spells, which is cool.
Because it's not like a paladin. Hunter's Mark just stays up as long as you focus on it. So you can just keep casting other shit, as long as it's not concentration. Yeah, very, very cool. Great, groovy, and wonderful. Well, guys, we should go away from here now, because we've been streaming for a gosh darn while.
Just super quickly, it feels like playing Baldur's Gate has really
Improved
helped
Karen's abilities.
Karen pick up a lot of tactics.
Yep.
So don't let anyone tell you that video games are not education.
Dead set. It's a very professional.
You know, I've just watched our party get killed again and again and again. It's very motivating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go back to your previous save point and try again.
Yeah. Cool. Alrighty. Well, we'll go away now, guys. But thank you very much for joining us, everybody. I need to say thank you to our raiders, Meeples and Dragons and Dreaded GM, you bloody champions. Thank you so much for the raids. You guys are legends. It's wrong what they say about you. We are proudly supported by Wooten Forge. Wooten Forge is a gaming accessories company, creators of some of Australia and the world's finest handcrafted wooden tabletop accessories. They also support the Dreaded GM. So yeah, head on over to wootenforge.com/Corsairs Cove. Shanahoss, you are very bloody welcome, and it's a pleasure to have you back in chat, mate. So head on over to check out woodenforge.com/Corsairs Cove to acquire yourself some gorgeous handcrafted tabletop accessories. They also stock stone cut dice as well. There are some very, very pretty things over there. This is one such example of them. Very pretty things. These are my Tiger's Eye dice, which Karen bought for me, and they are heckin' pretty. Guys, who the heck are you? Daria, who the heck are you?
I mean, I wish I knew, dude. My name is Daria. I'm an artist. I play here almost every Thursday for now until the final episode next week. Yeah, and then we go on hiatus a bit. But yeah, you can find my art here. All of the character portraits and the emotes are also made by me. And yeah, that's it. Happy to be here.
Daria will be doing a new one for us soon, because there is a new player. This is brand new information. New player joining Midnight and Madness in the next little while. How exciting. Karen, who the heck are you?
Hello, I am Karen, sometimes known as the mother of bunnies. I'm Foma, I'm a writer, I'm an internet addict. You can follow me on the social media platform formerly known as Twitter under Mother O Bunnies. Or you can follow my Bella Sculptor Ego Miss Lola Moore over on the Instagrams. Don't know what I'm gonna do if Twitter actually completely goes down the toilet, because Threads is all right, but it's not Twitter, guys.
No. Nor should it be. Nothing should be Twitter, including Twitter.
Twitter is a thing unto itself. Yeah, and you can find me here maybe on Saturday night for more Baldur's Gate, then on Sunday, and then whenever me and Josh feel like doing shit next week. So probably Tuesday.
I love these guys are playing around with the dice roller in chat. Roll !roll space 1.2E1, and they got a 10.
What does that even mean?
I have no fucking clue.
What is that?
Yeah.
Are you a
weird.
math person?
And it got a 10. It makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense at all. There we go. Yes, and Brendan, who the heck are you?
Hello, I am Brendan. I am a actor, director, theatre maker, sometimes DM, and I will be returning to that seat on Sunday, confirmed 6 p.m. West Australian time, to finish off the Humblecraft 3-shot that we've been doing with Jack and Ellie B and Karen and Josh in the player chair.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going to irreversibly kill all of their characters.
Love it. Sounds great. Crispin Crunch says it is 1.2 times 10 to the 1, so it's a d12.
Stop being a nerd. No nerds allowed here.
Yeah, this is a D&D channel. All right, and Madame et Monsieur,
nerds.
Dharma Underheron, and Beings of Indeterminate Gender and Persuasion. I be Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel Corsair's Cove, where I run D&D and other RPG-related games, and I sometimes make other people run RPG-related games as well for me. It's very exciting to have Brendan back in the DM chair on Sunday evening, probably 6 or 7 p.m. AWST, then back on Monday night for some more Humblewood Midnight and Madness, back up at the Bone Grinder, where Trish has just turned into a house cat, Smoothie has turned into a Tasmanian devil, and Selenox is a cute little lemur. It's very adorable. They have been turned into these animals, and they're going to have to try and escape a cage. See how that goes for them. Mathrox.
It sounds like a Madagascar.
It is very. It is very.
Yeah.
It's not deliberate. They chose the animals. Yes, Tuesday night.
They
we'll
just
be
didn't
back.
know they were choosing the
Yeah, no, I just asked them prior to stream, and it got all of them going like, what the fuck is going on? I said, if you were, say, going to describe one of your character as a small mammal that isn't the thing that it actually is, like in the case of a bat or a raccoon, if it's something else, what would it be? A four-legged, non-flying mammal, what would it be? And they gave me some interesting answers. So, yes, then a session and a half later, they turned into them, and they were like, you bastard, that's why. Good fun. Also baiting Jack into baiting Smoothie into falling in love with another young Terran, only to have her betray him horribly because it's Barovia and nothing nice ever happens there, or at least not for long.
What would you expect?
Yeah. No, like
their next conversation's going to be really awkward.
Yeah, she's actually
Because
mildly
they weren't
regretful.
awkward enough
date.
already.
Yeah, no, it was so cute as well. And Jack was like, "I'm having a lovely time. I just can't wait to see how this goes horribly wrong." It was the curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal all over again. So we'll go away from here now, guys. Karen, could you tell me about the Ukraine, please?
I
Before we
can,
head
Josh. You have probably heard about the situation in Ukraine over the last year and a half. It's not been great. So if you are in the privileged position of having some extra pennies lying around, you can follow the link in chat to donate to the Emergency Action Peel, where all money raised goes through a variety of charities and not-for-profits to support Ukrainian refugees.
Thank you very much. Lovely. All right, well, we'll go and raid the Eldritch Scribe now. They are playing Dungeons & Dragons, which is a bit of a surprise, actually. They're normally playing Baldur's Gate 3, which is what we're going to do on Tuesday, because this is a Baldur's Gate channel, let's be honest. Yeah, so...
It's Baldur's Gate, we're just living in it.
Tell Des and Raf where we came from, show them the love like we always do, and we'll see you back here, same bad time, same bad channel, on Sunday evening for some more Humblecraft. Guys, say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.